start being a lady and taking care of things around
We're
the house.
streaming. Oh, we're only at 42. Oh, no, we're at 7,000.
All right, coming
So-
to you live from Clarksville, Tennessee, in 7,000, I don't know, 7,000-ish bits per second, high definition 4K broadcast. I'm Kim of Kim Fixes Things. I'm here with your host, Buff Del Campo of the Buff Del Campo channel, and we are here to entertain you, to interact, and to get some stuff done already.
Can I say something before you're finished with your intros?
Yeah.
I see Barracuda up here. I was just in Tavo's live. Barracuda's down under 2. He has I forget what kind of stallion. It looks like our 69 Dart with a different nose on it. Pretty cool looking car. Anyway, I want to say welcome. Thanks for being here. Go ahead.
That's all right.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, and Tavo's here too.
There have been a bunch of people in here chatting, pre-gaming a little bit. That's great. And on the nose, at starting time, some people are here, and I'm going to award some points because that's what I do. When you guys do something I like. Raw Dog got in first. I'm going to give you 5 points, Raw Dog. Good job.
Raw Dog got points.
They got in here quick. Buddy Carafano, Dean Stevenson, Crash Road Runner Garage, Tavo, Lester LeSabre, Patrick Sullivan are all here on the hour at 10 o'clock for the start of the stream.
Oh.
You all get an additional 4 points. Raw Dog got an extra point because he was first, but come on, let's be honest. 4 points is pretty good.
And then earlier, these are people that are early.
Some other people were early, but we're not going to talk about them. They don't get points until they say something.
Raw Dog said like 100 things.
Yeah, well, Raw Dog's on fire.
Saving for a car. I didn't read everything. Do you want to read all that?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, Raw Dog.
We'll just go to the beginning of where we are right now, which I scrolled way down to where we are. Okay, I'm sorry. Tom Anderson's here.
No, Tavo, you cannot award 10,000 points to everyone who was here in the warm-up earlier, but that would be interesting. Raw Dog, be careful. Be careful in ingesting substances.
There were 2 individuals on Tavo's live. There was a cat.
Oh, I see.
It looked very much like our cat, the cat we had a year or so ago.
Okay.
And Tavo was there.
Tom Anderson and Colby Queso are here. Did you get in on if you didn't get in on the first round of points, Barracuda, I see as well. Tom Gio, and Mean Street Mopar. Congratulations, Mean Pete Mopar made it to 500. John Wilburn was on a little bit earlier, and they got him over 500. Congratulations. It's a big milestone. That's got to feel like, you got to be like riding high on like, yay! So good job. Okay, all the people who were in here after 10, whose names I said, including Luis, you all get 3 points. So thanks everybody for commenting right off. It gets the stream rolling. We see all the names.
We have a good question already.
What's that?
I think it's I don't know how to pronounce it. Tongoyo.
Wants to know if an early 904 trans have a 3-pin brake neutral switch retrofitted in any way. That's an interesting question because my car.
You had the same problem, don't you?
I switched from a manual transmission to a slightly later automatic transmission, and the neutral safety switch, it breaks. Now, my solution is probably to put in a relay, and I'll just sort of tack it in under the hood. So that wire that went down to the transmission, for me, it was previously a 2-wire, and now it's a different plug. It's only a 1-wire? Yeah, it's a 1-wire. So it grounds when you're in neutral or in park. I don't know how it works yet, but I'm going to put a relay. And then when the relay switch on, it sends the. So I don't know if you can retro.
See, Tavo's got the answer.
The 904 would need a later internal lever fitted to it. So I would not do that because that requires removing the valve body, and that's a big pain in the butt. So if it's only a 1-wire and you need a 3-wire, you ought to be able to just sort of use some relays and use your existing wiring and sort of like patch onto it.
In other words, instead of making it stuck,
Yeah,
making it some other way.
that's how I do things. I fabricate
She fabricates and does
to get
things.
where I want.
See, what is this?
When I get your shower, Dawn, it's
What's
been hot
Dean
today.
says, Buff, it's the great Angiolio. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
We have Tangio in the chat asking the question.
He's explaining. I
Well,
think.
maybe Dean knows them from elsewhere.
Maybe they're
Dean,
New
are you
Zealanders.
vouching for Tangio?
New Zealanders? Ruddock says, we need Dodge Challengers back. Well, they did that once. You want them to do it again?
Tangio asks, I got the thing in parts now. Will the later lever fit? That's an excellent question that I don't know the answer to. But I have a valve body sitting here. What year? What year? You say early or later. Give us a year range that may help us.
Okay, everybody's going to get mad at me.
Oh, I see. The 1-wire is for the neutral safety switch, and the additional 2 wires on later ones are for reverse lamps.
Don't be grooming on mine.
See, I don't bother with the neutral safety switch, which is probably hazardous. That's probably dangerous, isn't it? So, Tavo, can you switch out the internal lever, and how much changing do you have to do? Is it just the lever, or is it the entire valve body? What else can you tell?
Tavo tells what it's for.
It's a 68. Okay.
See what Tavo writes? 1 wire's for neutral safety.
Yeah.
Okay,
I read that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trimming my mustache.
So it's a 68 automatic transmission 904, and you want to convert it so that it has the 3 wires. Okay, Tavo, what year did they go from the 1-wire to the 3-wire on those transmissions? And what parts would you be looking for? Like I said, I've got one of those. I'll grab it. It's right here. I can see it, I think.
I can see it, I think.
It brings it to life. You know what I mean?
She's behind the screen digging for something.
But it brings it to life. When I hold the parts in my hand, it makes it real. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? I can smell that mouse.
You can smell the mouse? That's
mouse
not good.
Yeah. He's in the toolbox making a stink.
Oh, what is it? Oh, don't brush that mouse.
Sorry.
That's mouse stuff on a thing. Dean says he's 56. Dean, you don't look 56. I've seen pictures of you. I thought you were older because the car you showed, the Vauxhall Velux, you had when you were, or that your parents had when you were a kid, and I thought, man, you were older than I thought. And then I saw you, I was like, the looks and the years didn't make sense. But if you're 56, you're looking good for 56.
So, if you drop the valve body, this is the valve body, okay? And I believe, oh, there's a nice spider. Check him out. Check out our spider friend. Oh, geez, now he's on me.
Spider on? Oh, yeah, just shake him off. Take the spring. I was going to take the spring.
You deal with the spider. I'll deal with the valve body.
Now he's on the floor. I don't care.
So, you take out 100 bolts, and the valve body drops out. So you wouldn't have to remove the transmission from the car. And then this lever is what you're going to want to change. Probably for this part here is what pushes the neutral safety switch thing.
It's almost says I'm 62 and I don't look a day over 75.
There you go, Tom. You don't look 75 yet, Tom. We'll give it time. So, are you saying that this is a direct interchange? Like if I take this C-clip, it'll slide off and I can just put it on the earlier transmission valve body? Or do I have to change out more, Tavo?
Oh, you tell her that, she'll be under there taking the valve body out tonight.
No, I will not. We have other things to do too.
Yeah, we actually have other work to do.
Yeah. And I don't know. Oh, you see that the plastic cam is different. Okay, so without this plastic cam, I'm guessing that the lever will not actuate neutral and park. Like when you're in park, you don't want the backup lamps on. So it has to do different things. So I guess that's the difference.
Says, yeah, pretty much spot on, Kim.
Okay, so you just want to take this C-clip off and this part comes out. Can you get access to one of these? And then obviously you'll need a switch. Tavo, does the 3-prong switch screw into the case just fine? Or is there some special adaptation to know there? I am not, I'm asking the questions that I would have if I was doing the job myself.
Put the spider's home bag.
Mm-hmm.
Spider living in that bag.
That's okay. He can.
She or he got upset with Kim for her
I had
disturbing his home.
Spider bites are not good.
Spider bites are
I don't think I need these.
I can just off.
Oh, look at that. I'm already ready to work. I was all nice today. I had all kind of compliments.
I got it. Thanks. Got a spare one of those, bro?
Valve body. Well, where are you?
Yes, it screws in direct replacement for the single wire.
Okay, that's
and there's
good.
somebody that's been there before. Tavo's been there before.
I don't know of a good resource. I don't want to sell off the parts of my transmission. That kind of makes it not very complete.
Well, we're in Middle Tennessee, Central United States, so. Thank you, but no more spiders. It belongs here. Hello.
Thanks everyone for stopping in to hang out. We're going to do some work tonight. We won't talk the whole time.
And we were up here last night. We were doing a lot of video work, but we also got a lot of work done on that Jeep.
Tongio? Is it Tongio?
It's Tongoio. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'm sorry. I'm butchering your name.
Dean says I spelled your name wrong.
Yeah, the shipping would murder you from here.
Oh, he's in Newcastle, New
But
South
at
Wales.
least you know what you're looking for. You're looking for You're probably looking for a valve buddy, because I don't think anybody wants to sell it separate.
He's much closer to Tavo than to us.
But at least you know the parts that you need.
Tavo's in South Australia, and you're in New South Wales? Oh, aren't there hundreds of old slant 6904s and paddocks around there? Paddocks.
There might be.
That's what they call it, a paddock.
I never assume that people know where to get parts, because you're just never sure, especially with a car that old. Car from the 60s. I know a guy around here who has a 63 and a 64. One's a 2-door, one's a 4-door, but they are just rotten. And they're just slant 6 cars. They're not super desirable. But I think I would have to buy the whole car from him before I tried to pull parts. I think he would just rather sell the whole car.
Ted Riddle's here. Hello. Oh, Middle Tennessean. From North Columbia. Well, welcome. They're good. That's where the Beverly Hillbillies are from. They're from Tennessee. They could have been from Tennessee.
Yeah, they loaded up the truck.
But then they went to Beverly Hills.
They loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. You're going out to Cement Pond.
I'm the Cement Pond, yeah. Nobody else.
We're
old. We remember this stuff. Okay, let's see. You're not that old. You must have seen the reruns. Watch out for those Newcastle earthquakes. You know, there's a place in Pennsylvania called Newcastle, very close to where, kind of between where I lived and where Kim lived in Tennessee, or in Pennsylvania. She and I didn't know each other up there, but we were there at the same time. We didn't know each other then. What about the moonshiners? Where are they from? Oh, these roads around here used to be moonshiners roads, but now they carry a lot of traffic. All the people work in town and they like to live out in the country. A lot of those people.
Oh, there's a bunch of old haulers. I don't think you would want to.
Those roads are full. So yeah, that was these roads around here were the old moonshiner roads. So as I've heard the stories from the old people that are around here.
If we're here on our last episode. We're working on a 2008 Jeep Patriot, and we have some parts on order. We have a turn signal housing.
See, we had this one. Well, first we had this one that I just thought we had to put a lens on it, but no, it comes as one piece.
It's a housing.
So we got this one piece, and the other one fell apart on the other side, and it's a mirror image. So here we are. I ordered another one. Let's see if they're both made by the same company.
Oh, one's probably different.
Yeah, this is the other one. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, this one's got
tape on it?
It's got a peewee on it.
Oh, now you can't send it back.
You can't send it back without that. So the other one didn't have one of those. The other one said made in Taiwan. This says nothing. Oh, that thing's light blue. This thing's dark blue. They are a little different.
Let's see them from the front. That's what's important.
Yeah, the important part, this thing's stuck to me. Peewee thing's stuck to me.
Do they both have the same patternations?
Patternations.
Colorations and patternation. Oh, this one's a little more oranger.
So if somebody, like we're going down the road and the turn signal's going, and somebody's coming the other way, they're going to look at those and go, man, their patterns aren't the same.
They're pretty close. I think since they're on opposite sides of the car, they'll be good enough. Excellent. The car will look very refreshed.
Oh, Talos says Mexican sex sends his apologies. He's hungry and tired.
Well, that's it. He does a lot. We are not upset. I mean, we miss him. It's nice when he's here, but it's not his. We don't pay him enough to be here for every live stream.
Oh, if you want, I find that.
Pitt's here. Welcome.
Solve all our trans issues. See what Hippie Long says up there?
What's that?
I find an A833 trans solve all. Isn't that a manual transmission?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 4-speed. That's awesome.
Solves all the automatic transmission problems. This is Alaska's about to have a tsunami because they had a 7.3 earthquake this week. Really? How did I miss that?
If you can find a proper A833 4-speed transmission from a car, a truck sometimes it'll have an extra low. It'll have a super low first gear, and that's not so great. But if you can find a car transmission like that, you're probably going to pay $800 for a core and a nice one that's like got synchros in it and still in good condition and bearings and stuff. You're more like $1,200 or $1,500 with shipping. So, I got the automatic transmission that's in my Dart that runs really well and is super serviceable for. I got the engine and transmission for $300. So I'm gonna run the automatic.
Yeah,
I'll make it work.
7.3 is no joke. They've had bigger ones up there, but 7.3. I've been in a 7.2. It went on for a minute and a half. Shook the hell out of everything.
That's terrifying. Pitt says hello. Welcome in. Two-handed over the gun. It's the Muppet Show. Life on the Ring of Fire. Yeah, it's a little dicey over there. Okay, so in our last episode, we were working on this Jeep. Now we have our turn signals, so I can put the front, because you have to take the tire off and take the inner fender well off, and then we have some wiring that we have a video we're making up. Probably have that out Sunday. We're going to try and compile a video of everything that we're doing to complete this and put it out on Sunday. So that'll be coming, but we had some grounding issues that we got corrected. We recorded that for you guys. And then he ordered a set of coil packs because we had a number 4 Misfire on our ODB codes. And so we swapped the number 4 coil over to number 3 and the number 3 over to number 4. And the Misfire followed. We got a code immediately. No, not the code. We could just pull the plugs and see.
It changed.
The Misfire followed the coil.
Followed bad coil.
So we know it's bad coil. So we have one bad coil. We're going to replace the set, and then we'll have 3 spares. Right? That's the plan?
Yeah, I think so. I'm reading what Tabo says. We had a little quake just northwest of me. A few highways in a 50-mile radius now have new undulating surface. Really?
Yikes.
That one we had in Arizona was a 7.2. It was actually in Mexico, but I was pretty close to it. And yeah, big cracks across the highway where the highway went like this by several feet. You know, they couldn't close the highway. Couldn't go down that.
Luis loves Futurama. I thoroughly enjoy Futurama myself. Yes. Rog Dog does not understand Rick and Morty. We'll give it to him. It doesn't always make sense, but some of it does make sense. Some of it's funny, and some of it's really deep. And it's best not to think too hard. Katie Siegel looked a little one-eyed in Futurama. Yes.
Elvis says, I think from memory, ours was high 4s or low 5s. You know, after that one in Arizona, I was at my shop, hustled back home because my laptop was there and I wanted to look up U.S. Geological Survey to see how bad it was. And when I got home, it was about 25 minutes later, we had an aftershock that was 5.3, I think. It rattled the house pretty good. And, you know, it's a stick house. And up above me somewhere in the attic, I heard one of the 2x4s or something up there go crack, you know, or it moved. And I hadn't felt it yet. And it went crack, and then, man, it started. And it rattled me pretty good for, I don't know, 10 seconds. That was an aftershock. Wow. That happened, I think it was Easter Sunday in 2010, I think. That was quite a day. Andrew Buttons here. Good evening.
Welcome in, Andrew.
Very good. It says, I remember that one, Dean. Our fish tank was spilling water out both ends.
Wow.
That night, that one that was in, it was in the afternoon in Arizona. I was going over to my boss's house for dinner that night. I got over there. He had a swimming pool in the backyard. It was like this low on water because it had all washed up in his yard.
Well,
yeah, you don't think that's going to happen, but it did.
Okay. So, Pitt is suggesting Hippie Long says only replace the ones that are needed. Oh, that's cricket.
Big ass cricket.
Man, we got bugs. Maybe that spider will get the cricket. And Pit Sniper says coils are bad out of the box. That's a problem. Test your stuff, folks. So the difficulty with testing these is they are not.
Max Man 71 sub. Thank you. And
yeah, greetings.
And greetings.
Welcome in.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
We're in the shop tonight, and we're doing a live stream about working on this Jeep, but also we like to interact with you guys. It's not as interactive as on a Tuesday night. On Tuesday night, we have a green screen, we show pictures, and it's a lot easier to not be distracted by the tasks at hand. But we want to get through this. We want to get this
two nights in the shop, one night in the studio with interaction with our subscribers and the people that come in here and chat with us, and we show pictures of your cars and your shops and yourselves and whatever you want to do.
He does one or two shorts a day, and we've been trying to get out more short, long-form videos.
Yeah, like 3 to 5 minutes, something like that.
Because
we need to do that.
It's good for you guys. Because you don't always have to sit through, like it's the best stuff we can make. And we're not used to doing it. Boy, is it a struggle being an actor or an educator on YouTube. Especially these cars, it's hard to see stuff. You're standing on your head working on stuff. There's no way to record it. You know, we can't both stay, and we don't have a lift. It's a struggle. We're really trying.
We don't have a lift. We have a crawl.
Man, and it's always, the thing that's wrong is always difficult. And you start recording, you think you're doing one thing, and then you're underneath there and you realize it's a whole different problem. And so now you got to start recording over again, and it can be really difficult to make the journey flow in a way that you can comprehend. Because I start recording and it seems good, and then I'm like, I can't use any of that. And now there's no beginning because we bring you in right at the middle. Some of these guys who do automotive repair, you don't realize they're really good. The guy from South Main Auto, Eric Abracta from South Main Auto, he's fantastic. He does diagnostic stuff. So concise. It's easy to watch. He explains the whole thing. He finds the problem. He fixes it. You're like, wow. And then somebody like Dan from DD Speed Shop. Even when he's just doing mundane stuff, he's really good at keeping it interesting and keep it flowing. So we're trying to learn from them guys and more, a lot more people.
It's chat. Hippie Long says, so with your Jeep, make sure the hood seal is in good shape on the firewall side. If not, water pours on the coils. I can see it. It's in very good shape. And I've never had any water in that edge part.
We got to make sure that we keep the leaves and grass and stuff out of there, though.
Dean says the CTV building collapse was horrific. 115 people died. Wow. And Andrew Button says CTV building wasn't as bad as the CVT transmission.
They can be bad. This one's going okay.
This one's fine. This
Fingers
got a lot of miles.
It's got a lot of miles.
I've had a couple of them been really good.
But when they fail, they're ruined.
It says from the spring inside the boot to one of the terminals should be a K something. Terminal should be under 10K ohms. Look it up. Okay, what I think we should do is stick that in the bad one and see if it works. And if it does, we'll do one at a time and make sure they all work. And save the old ones that do work.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. I don't have a lift either, which is probably not a big deal because I don't have the roof height. Yeah, we have 7.5 or 7 feet 10.
What can we put?
What are we gonna do?
We could put a car up 3 or 3.5 feet.
Yeah, we could probably go 3 feet up. But
which could be useful sometimes, but the problem is then it's here taking up a bunch of space whether you need it or not, and I don't know.
This is One Eyed Cat's here. Good evening.
Hey, welcome in.
It says, hey,
welcome.
I ain't never going live.
When
y'all are brave. I just sit here.
It doesn't really take brave. The problem is it takes a lot of practice to not be dull. Like, it's really difficult to do. I'm not embarrassed, though. But it's just sometimes I just suck.
Doing lives with Tony, with UTG for a year and
a half.
He
had a lot of practice. He taught me everything I know.
Just natural. Just do whatever I do. Say whatever I want to say as long as I'm too stupid. And even then, I say something too stupid sometimes. Like, I'm looking at my mustache. I want to take these scissors and trim that mustache. It's bothering me. But it's not a mirror there.
You're going to hack it all up.
It's a backwards there.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, I think I fixed it. I don't know. I see this little hairs sticking down there. It drives me nuts.
You know what I'm going to do? You might hate me for it. I'm going to jab this into number 3, pull out the dead coil, jab this into number 3, and we're going to start it and see if it runs right.
Let's do that.
And you know what else I'm going to do? Do you want me to run the duct to the outside?
Oh, do we have a way to do that already? I think what we need to do is that's a project in itself, isn't it?
It is.
See, what happens is we start the car in here and then it fills up with carbon monoxide, dioxide, all the other things.
Really?
All the stuff you're not supposed to have in the air. And you can't do that, so you got to open up the door. Then the air conditioning goes out, the bugs come in.
Oh, and the bugs.
So we don't want to do that. So now, what I used to do in my old shop, I had a big, long piece of just bulk radiator hose, and I'd stick it over the tailpipe, shove it out the door. The door opened some tiny amount, but it was kind of in the corner, and there was rubber stuff there. It was easy to do. So I could start a car up for a few minutes, and it didn't pollute the whole interior. So we're going to do that here. But I don't have a big, long piece of radiator hose, and that stuff's expensive. Got a short piece. I got a piece of dryer. What do you call that stuff? The dryer.
It's stainless dryer vent. It's
dryer
vent.
Stuff. So we're going to probably try to do something like that and make it so we can dry.
I was going to use it as some kind of cold air intake at some point. I don't remember, but I never did. So now it's available.
Dean Stevenson says Nissan's Power Roller CVT just needed better belts. Oh.
Did they ever design better aftermarket stuff?
Well, the ones I've had this one and a Dodge Caliber, which I believe are the same transmission, and the same engine, same manufacturer. I don't know who made those. I thought it thought that was a Jatco, but I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Nissan, did you guys see Tony did a video about Nissan's monstrosity of a motor with the variable compression? And boy, he really, he did.
Rada, so my two girls, Lindsay and Jess, that I'm
Two
with
girls
right now, said hello. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Jess.
Two chicks at the same time.
Oh, geez.
That's from a movie.
It says, you're all a good text. This is fun.
I think this is the bad one. We need to label it.
This is bad one.
Suspect.
Write bad on it or write suspect on it. Has not been convicted yet.
Don't write anything on it.
Don't write anything on it.
Let's see if it runs decent with this one installed. Installed. Look how difficult that was. Dang.
Oh, it says when I get done with this 3.9 Dakota keg plenum project, got a 3.7 2013 Liberty to overhaul. Rolled a rod bearing at 229.
Oh, dang it.
I like driving Liberties. I don't know why, they're just nice vehicles to drive.
Look, we got the cheat sheet.
Don't be showing them my cheat sheet. That's like what I'm supposed to say during while we're recording.
Scripted. Fake.
She starts writing down everything I'm supposed to say, but all I do is I glance at it and I see a few words and it kind of, then I say the way I want to say it.
That's all it takes. You know what to say.
See, Andrew but says, I don't know about the Mopar CVT, but I know for certain the Nissan CVT tranny is total junk. I don't know. You know, I had some of those,
Here, show them that.
but they were all on mini leases. You know, I didn't have them for long periods of time. Kim wants me to show this, like everybody doesn't know what a dryer vent is. But we can stretch this out. We can take a short radiator hose and adapt it to this somehow. And
we've got a hole.
We already have a hole in the side of the building where there was an outlet on the outside, electrical outlet. That's not there anymore. So we can shoot it out there. It's got duct tape over it right now.
And I got about 1 million of them.
So we can run exhaust outside from inside, which would be a lot more comfortable, I think. The MaxFan 71, good evening. The Nissan and Mopar are the same innards, all same parts. Man, the Nissans I had, I didn't have very long. The mini leases are like 2 months, that kind of thing. So I'd be sent somewhere, doing some flight testing or something. But anyway, I'd be there, and I'd be like a long-term rental, basically. And I had quite a few of those Nissans. The Nissan, what's the one my granddaughter has? The Nissan, can't think of what that thing is.
You got the flashlight?
I do.
I'm digging in the Mopar cabinet of mystery for some old hoses.
But the Jeep and the Dodge Caliber I had for long term.
Did you know you have a long Flexzilla air hose in here?
Yes, I do have a long Flexzilla air hose. That is the best air hose you can buy. That's what I think. You can try to tie it in knots and it won't. You can get it below zero and it'll still flex all around. Learning with Juan. Hi, Buck. Hello. How you doing? Welcome. Max Van says, oops, caps are locked. Yeah, I didn't know why that was some caps, but whatever. Now we know why. I've done that before and then looked and gone, oh, it's all wrong.
What's all this turbo stuff?
All that turbo stuff in there? That's why I'm called Turbo del Campo. But I think those turbo stuff's going to end up on your Dart or something.
I wonder what this is from.
Oh.
It looks new, though. I don't want to cut it.
That was, I think that was imagine a six-cylinder Dart, and that goes on the top, but I think I got it to make to cut it and make a different shape, but I'm not sure.
I think we could work with one of these other ones. If
yeah,
not,
that is a really nice hose that's formed.
Got a couple of clutches, some torque. Damn, there's a lot of stuff in it. All right, so I don't know how you want what your thoughts on this are, but this is what I've scavenge, you could tell me if you think any of this will work. I've got this turbo intercooler.
Yeah, but you're gonna want that for your car or whatever.
Well,
We turbocharge.
we can Did we start the turbocharger thing yet? No.
No, but
we
I
could
don't
peel
want
the tape off and use it. If it's useful. Is this useful towards what we're trying to figure out right now?
Oh, junk tubing. Okay.
And then here's this. Does any of this look
Andrew
useful?
Bunn says a CVT would probably not be very good behind a twin turbo Coyote motor.
No. They're
Could
good
be.
for like drivers, but I don't think
people
they're
like-
good for performance
For
engines.
people
at
like
all.
the ruin stuff, it'd be fun.
No, I don't even think it's fun. I think they just fail and that's the end of it. That's not
Or
fun.
they just stop going.
Yeah. I think we could maybe cut this. Isn't this what you wanted to go over the exhaust pipe?
Well, we gotta know if it fits over the exhaust pipe.
Well, every exhaust pipe's going to be different.
Okay, we're working with this one right now. I know your exhaust pipes are this big. Your
Yeah.
exhaust pipes are this big around.
I know.
My exhaust pipes are this big around.
I need to make a cutout, like one of those ones that you could take the thing off, so I can uncork it at the track.
Oh yeah. That says, because I have this bright green shirt on, which I meant to change. I just threw it on after shower, and my dryer was still running. I was going to grab another shirt, but I forgot. And he says, like I was talking about Mexican Spec on the live earlier, we agreed you should wear that shirt in the studio, floating head style. See, with a green screen, it cuts out all the green. So if I have a shirt on that's this color, it looks like my head's moving around and no body. It's just I'm disconnected. So when I'm on Tuesday nights with the green screen, I have to wear non-green shirts. It's like my bifocals have become difficult to maneuver. Oh, Talos says, you. He goes, his U key got stuck. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna read all the chats right now. I gotta kind of pay attention here.
Nah.
Dean says 272 pound-feet is the peak torque they can carry in a 3,500-pound car. Past that, jack door knob doesn't work very well. Josh Holman says the floating head might be creepy, might turn people off. I'm not going to do that. It's bad enough I got a little green spot, something in my hat that I wear that night. I can't wear this hat because it's camo and it'll look through a lot of it. But the hat I wear on Tuesday nights has some green thing on here, and I can move around like this, and I could see the car behind my head.
How big is that?
What is that?
It's a piece of junk.
That looks like it's off a Peugeot or something.
You know what this is off of?
No.
This is off that, look, they used a license plate. And
They patched the hose with a license plate.
The license plate and some duct tape.
And screws.
They adapted from one size hose to another size hose.
Yeah, I missed his live. I'm sorry.
Who's?
Mexican Spec.
Again! That's why he didn't come in. He's probably mad at us. We're mean people.
Can't be everywhere all the time, and I try to be.
Well, you should.
Well, somebody came in here when I first put this up and said, Tavo's live right now, and I went right over to Tavo's, so I was there for a short time. So, what is that? That adapter thing?
Old junk.
Old junk.
Old junk. Let me see that hose thing. Will it go over this? This could work.
Yeah.
It's a little close.
You want this
Yeah, unwrap it.
unwrapped?
Unwrap that. Unwrap that sucker.
Using the scissors. Scissors. It sounds like something more medical. Like a lot of things, the wrapping's tougher than the product.
You can't return it.
I don't like it when the wrapping's tougher than the product. This one actually isn't. This one, once I got it, once I got it tearing, it was fine. Those are some nice big hose clamps. Ooh, Kim, this is really cool looking. Can you put it? Can you put it back? Oh, you can put it back. It's like an accordion. Oh, you can't play this. It sags.
Are you gonna play it?
No, it sags and there's no keyboard. Hey, Vintage is here. Evening.
Hey, Vintage.
Popped in to say hi and leave a like. I'm doing training at work. I'm learning about stroke patients. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Well, you know, I'm glad somebody likes that. Many years ago, I was taking EMT classes because it looked like fun, drive an ambulance, and it just looks like something exciting. When everybody else is having problems, you rush in there and help. Well, I figured out that I wasn't cut out for medical stuff, and I decided to go do something else. And my wife at the time, her father owned an ambulance service, and so she did that kind of work, you know. And man, I just wasn't the right person for that. Wrong personality. Yeah, I talk about this guy a lot, but he got killed in an auto crash some years ago in 2021. But he was in Arizona and he worked on the railroad, but a lot of times the railroad slows down and he's not always doesn't always have work. And he was a paramedic, and he's also a firefighter and a paramedic. So a lot of times he was that's the work he did, and he told me about things that happened and things he did. And, yeah, glad somebody likes to do that. He made more money, a lot more money as a conductor on the railroad, though. Streetboats, Polaris quads have a CV2 transmission. Isn't that an open one that has like rubber belts and stuff? I had a car called a King Midget. And it had basically CVT, but it was belts and pulleys that went like this, just like a CVT transmission. But it was all out in the open, and it was a V-built. It worked really well. But you know, it's 10 horsepower in. Andrew Button says we disconnected the exhaust hose from an old with a bad engine back in auto shop days, filled the shop with fog. Teacher wasn't happy. Oh man, we had 8 engines in our auto shop class, and there was like 2 rows of 4 of them, and the exhaust went down into some piping underneath, and there were places for more engines, and there were these little caps that were on where you could put more exhaust pipes. So if you had more engines on stands, you could put more exhaust pipes. The little metal caps. So we were messing around. We had, I don't remember what engine it is, I think it was a Chevy 6. Wow, we had that thing wide open, and then we turned it off. And the engine went, ooh, and it was coasting down with it off and with the throttle wide open. Then we turned the key on. Oh man, that exhaust was bam, and all those little caps flew up in the air and hit the ceiling.
Jeez.
Oh, that guy came unglued. Teacher was not happy. And he knew what we did. You know, he's a car guy. 5 years before. He's a young guy. It's like his first or second year teaching auto shop. So, you know, like 5 years before that, he's probably doing the same kind of thing.
He was probably
thinking, he was a pretty cool teacher. He had a 65.
Okay, let me show them what I'm doing.
Okay.
I got this piece of hose, and this here is like a filler neck gasket bushing, so I got forced on there to make it a little bigger. I got this other piece of hose. I'm going to jam it in there. Try and jam it in. Maybe I should just tape it onto there instead of jamming it in there. I'm going to see if I can get it to go.
There's duct tape here.
Rubber.
So, this teacher, he had a 65 Corvette, and he had a...
He's got a license plate. He's another license plate. Not Buffalo Campo. He does not wreck license plates. He does not approve.
Crash, Roadrunner Garage says, gotta go. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for
Have a
being
good
here.
time, Crash. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you.
So,
check out Crash Roadrunner Garage's channel.
Kim doesn't want to hear about this teacher.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This teacher had a 65 Corvette, and he had a 51 Studebaker with a, bullet nose Studebaker. Man, he had something else to it. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what the other car was. It might have been a pickup.
I'm not trying to show off, but I am working the most here, guys.
Okay,
I broke a nail. I'm not ready.
I was doing something on before you got here, setting up that I needed tape for, and I was trying to pull the tape off this roll, and I bent one of my fingernails like 180 degrees around. Oh, it didn't break it. It just made a kink thing on it. But man, that did not feel good.
No, that's the worst. Then you got to tape it back on. Did it bleed?
It didn't break, and it didn't bleed.
It was just unpleasant.
It's just really unpleasant.
Oh, that's like having a tooth worked on. Like it may not even hurt. You just hate it a lot.
Who did I know that just had a tooth worked on?
Look at that.
Oh, my friend out there, the guy that has the Kaiser Fraser cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he broke a tooth. He doesn't have any money. He's like me, he puts money into his car.
Let me clean this off so the tape actually sticks on it.
So he fixed it with a pair of pliers. It cracked the tooth in half, and the half a tooth was moving around, and the other half was still anchored. And he got in there and pulled some kind of pliers and pulled it himself.
Come on, that's crap.
Pulled it out himself. Dentist is kind of expensive.
I know.
Pliers are not expensive.
There's some things that you DIY is not recommended.
Dentistry,
DIY dentistry, I think is all right. What we want to do is we want to put the tape to hold so that this part doesn't fall out, but I don't care about. I want this to actually be able to move.
So what do we want to do? Something like this, and then roll it around there like that. Because we're not showing anybody what we're doing.
Well, that's because you got it in your lap. Thing pointed at the sky, so you can't see your belly. He's very self-conscious about his belly.
My belly's ugly. I lost all that weight. I lost 100 pounds. I still got a little bit of a belly.
Santa rocks the belly like a bowl full of jelly, and everybody loves Santa Claus.
You got fingernails still. Mine are gone.
You know what? I end up snipping them back quite a bit.
Yeah, me too. No, mine,
I'll show you guys in a minute what we've got here.
My fingernails are not very long, but it caught. It just bent it around.
Okay.
So now we have this thing.
I've got that big donut stuffed in there, and then this part will still spin a little bit, so you can.
Oh, it's cool.
So we can stuff that into the exhaust pipe, and then this bigger hose should go on to this dealio. I don't know if we can squeeze it down far enough.
Okay, let me see this.
The other problem is
we'll
this is so squishy.
We'll open this up. We'll put that in there, and then we'll do the same tape trick.
Tape trick? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You don't want to use the clamp? I guess. Yeah, nah.
Save the clamps for something good.
Yeah.
Save the clamps for the Save the clamps for the turbocharged.
Something that might actually work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Tape sticking to me more than
this is brilliant.
Brilliant. That's what they say in England.
Brilliant.
Everything in England. Like,
brilliant.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
We're real dance now. We're gonna sing so we can work. Look, what's this? Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah, we don't want to know what that patch is. All we need to do is make the exhaust go outside.
That's what we need. This came off that old Ranger we had. That thing was like in a swamp. That's the one we got the 2.9 motor for the Bronco that you guys haven't seen in months.
Is that the one that had the couple of thousand mellow yellow cans in it?
Yeah, the yellow jacket one.
It was a pickup truck, and the guy apparently liked mellow yellow. And every time he finished the can, he threw the mellow yellow can in there, and we got that thing. There were like, 2,000 or 3,000 empty cans of mellow yellow. And,
I'm like a space alien now.
And there's a little bit of mellow yellow still left in the cans. So every one of those cans had bees living in it.
Have no fear.
I see. Have no fear that Dougster is here.
Potato! Welcome to Stream, Dougster.
So,
it's great to see the regulars come and go. We appreciate you so much.
So what's next on this? Why
not the Z? You know what? The Z is fixed.
Why Z? Oh, the Z's lit. Okay, what started the Z thing is it's a Mercury Zephyr in America V7. But in the U.S., we say Z. Every other English-speaking country, they say Z. So I called it a Z7 because I don't like all these Z's on everything. Every car's got to have a Z, you know? So I called it a Z. And then, I don't know, Dean Stevenson didn't like it. But then somebody said Z sled. And then I said, oh yeah, I kind of like that. So I don't know, called it Z sled. And Barry Cuda says Z dead. So I don't know what that means. Kim, did that go onto the tailpipe okay?
Oh, it's perfect.
It fit the tailpipe perfectly.
It's perfect, but I do want to say it's perfect.
So now it's going to be.
Now I just got to figure out how to do
the side of the wall where it shoots off the wall. Yeah, because there's already a hole there. Dean Stevenson says, "Okay, I live in New Sedland." Yeah, you don't say that, do you?
Yes, you do. Don't try and tell us otherwise.
Somebody here, I don't know where is it? Oh, Josh Holman. Modern cars burn very cleanly. Yeah, but even so, you start this Jeep up, and you got to run it for 3 minutes in here.
Your eyes with water.
No, yeah, I start watering. It's still, yeah. I mean, you fill a building with combustion gases.
Yeah, and then we're back to opening the door.
Then we got to open the door, let the air conditioning out, let the bugs in, and we're coughing on the bad air. So we're just going to run it outside. Kim came up with this idea to run it outside. Well, I said I used to have a big long piece of bulk radiator hose in my radiator shop, and I'd run it outside.
Man, that stuff tastes good.
She came up with this idea. So it's there.
Yeah, go take a look. Tell me what you think about how we should do the.
You gotta watch this and keep Dean under control.
Are you guys being no? We need you to be on good behavior. There's work to be done, and I can't.
He's not saying anything bad.
I can't be.
Hey, we got a flippy thing here. Oh, it's not connected.
No, I want you to look at the outer skin penetration and decide if you want to modify it or what kind of connection you want to make it go out through that hole.
Okay, I'm going to make a modification, and you're going to take care of the chat while I'm taking care of the modification.
Okay.
Modification.
Yeah, we got to work on that hole penetration. The outer skin of this building is made of sheet metal. When I was from the north, they didn't build buildings out of metal, but this is like a metal-sided building. Pole barn, I guess it is. It's kind of a pole barn.
It is a pole barn.
Yeah, but when I think of pole barn, I think of something a little less outer skin penetration. Yeah, the hull of this ship is made of that metal, and I don't want to poke extra holes in it. There's already a hole, and it's between the two garage doors, so we could make it go to either side of the building, although we never bring cars into the other side. We have in the past. And then it'll be easier to get out of the way if it's not hooked to the door. There's a shelf there now that has some tools on it, but if this is a good thing that we're going to use, the tools can move. Okay. Pitt says, I feel like misbehaving. That's a fun feeling. It's good to have that energy, but you got to learn how to direct it in just the right way.
I'm going out.
Okay. Raw Dog loves two-strokes, quads, and two-stroke engines. Awesome. It's a shame that they are not more readily available here because of emissions rules, lawnmowers, and stuff like that. The only thing you can use that's two-stroke are like chainsaws and Like, for some reason, stop little engines, less than 50 cc. The only big engines that are two strokes are under are boat motors. Um, there's nothing like it. Oh, they rev like crazy. You can launch rockets and extend aerials if you have a roof vent. You know, we could out the chimney, but it has a cap. Barracuda says two-stroke burning bean oil is his favorite smell. It's fun. It's interesting. I have a post hole digger that is a two-stroke. You know, it's actually an ice strip. That's what it was designed to be, but you know, it drills holes, and I got it cheap enough that it's like I don't care that it's gonna get ruined because it drills holes in dirt just as good as ice. Anyways, Raw Dog says you're seeing more and more two-strokes starting to come back around again. More and more, they're always going to be around some, and they really, the power to weight ratio is just phenomenal, and they're so cheap to make compared to something like a Wankel, which is also similar to a two-stroke. But they're so much cheaper to make for the horsepower, for the cost to buy them. It's like, yeah, they should be around more. But yeah, they're loud and they're messy and sloppy and awesome. A 750 two-stroke is like double that of what a four-stroke puts out. Maybe not quite that much, but it's a lot. They are wow. And the first time I rode a motorcycle, it was like a KX80 and it had a power band. And when it got to that spot where the echo in the pipe was enough to make it hit and lift the front tire, I couldn't believe it. It just went from like what to bah! And it was like, whoa, this is insane. Good stuff. Mike, yeah, he loves his rubber. Sometimes I wonder if he's a bot, but he's really actually if you question him, he's a real person. He just really enjoys that's the things that he loves. It's what he relates to. I remember there was a time in my life that I related a lot to music. But we're giving him extra socialization. Talking about our cars. Two strokes are the victim of ignorant policy. Pitt, that's very likely. Very likely. They're just bad publicity.
Quack.
What's up?
Quack. Needs a duct tape.
Quack.
Quack.
Do you have what you need? How's it going?
Going very well.
Do I want to see or
Not until I'm done.
not want to see?
Well, you can run away from the chat for a minute.
Well, I don't want to leave them, but you know what I should.
Just wait. I'm almost done.
Okay. Some things you need your hands. Other things he's good with. He's doing great. I'm proud of him. Stepping up. Taking care of things. I had an event tonight where I spoke for a couple minutes, half an hour. And I was really well received. That felt good. Because it was a group of people and that I really respect, and I was really glad that they were very kind to me, very receptive of. Cause see, I've been sober for a long time, 20 plus years that I don't drink, and so I spoke to a group of people who were also in recovery from alcoholism. And they were, like I said, they were really kind, and it went really well. But it's very stressful if you've never done public speaking. There were 70 people in the room. Yeah, I was very nervous up before it, but then it went really well. And yeah, now I'm here. So it's been a day. Those small bikes, especially if you don't know. I didn't know. I thought a KX80 was like a little kid's bike. And it was, but it wasn't, you know? Oh, thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. It went good. I mean, there's plenty of people who can drink. It's not a problem. But when an alcoholic drinks, it becomes a problem. And we've all known that person who drinks in a way that you're like, man, that person should not drink. And I figured out earlier that I was one of those kinds of people. So I'm glad that I've had friends. I've
You know
made
what I
friends.
just did?
Yeah, what's up?
First time, I'm 71 years old. First time I've used duct tape on a duck.
You ducked the duct tape. Hey, duct tape the duck.
Okay, I'm gonna put these snips away. I cut the side of the building bulb in here. And what we really need to do is get a dryer vent. You know,
Hippie said he works at an MC. Oh yeah, like one of those little flappy valves.
plastic flappy things, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can get back in here, you can go look. I did poke myself with a piece of sheet metal.
Oh, blood.
It went under my
He's
fingernail.
leaking, guys.
Okay, you wanna let me in? You can go look.
Sure, I'd
The
love to see.
inspector's gonna go look. Be very critical of the work
I should
did.
probably set up the camera so we can show them.
It's a hose that goes outside. It's just I know you were. That hurts a little bit.
I'm really sorry, Aaron.
Got a piece of sheet metal shard under my fingernail. Where else would it go?
Hey, that's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it goes all the way outside. It feels
Yeah, it's like hanging outside like a little kind of limp
oh yeah, that's
duck.
great.
Okay, so now you need. Are we ready to? Oh, Doug, sir, I am. Bultaco are great machines. My friend owns an over-restored Matador. That's better than original. Man, I knew a guy in high school, and he raced motorcycles. That's all he has, Bultacos. He loved those things. I didn't know much about motorcycles. He had two bikes. He had a Bultaco that he raced, and he had a Triumph 650 Bonneville. And that was a brand new bike then. That was like in, I don't know, must have been about 1971, something like that. I remember him.
You guys comment.
I remember him going up the sidewalk in front of our house, going like 75 miles an hour.
Yeah.
On a Triumph. We all thought it was funny, but that's because my parents were inside and they didn't see it.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Andrew Button says, I despise alcohol, nothing but trouble. Well, it depends on what you're using it for.
Well,
I mean, if you're reducing,
it sure can.
if you're reducing, what do you call it? What's that paint that you use with alcohol?
Well, yeah.
That white paint that I use.
For drinking, there's some.
No, drinking it. No, I don't care.
For drinking, there are some people should definitely avoid. Yeah, all things in moderation are probably okay, but I wasn't good with it.
Dean, I was into drinking my mom's sherry and immortality, but when I was 7, I got clean. Mom's leather belt helped.
Help! I'm a
For all my other drug dependency relatives, A has been great too. Kimbergini. I don't know how to pronounce that. 1973 T120B, the best Bonneville out. Meridian. I don't know how to pronounce that either. I could probably figure it out. And Luis says he likes the Pontiac Bonneville. So do I, especially if it's in 1967. You tell I'm partial to 67 Pontiac.
When I was a kid, in my grandmother's garage, it wasn't my grandmother's, it was my great uncle's garage, but it was on my grandmother's property. Like the two properties were side by side. And in that garage, there was a 65 Pontiac Bonneville 2-door with about 78,000 miles. And there was a 53 Kaiser Manhattan in the barn. And they were both eventually got rescued by someone who I have no idea who it was.
So what you doing with the cameration there?
I'm hooking it up so they can see.
Ender Bud says, all I ever saw liquor and booze was destroy people and their families, one way or the other. It did.
It could be bad.
Yeah, it just depends on, I remember my father having a beer sometimes. That's kind of how I was brought up with alcohol. Is my dad drank a beer when he was cooking meat on a grill or something, and Then you drink another one for a long time, you know. And it was a guy next door. He used to come up and they have beer. I don't know. That was kind of my introduction to booze, you know. I never saw anybody really get drunk until I was an adult, or until I was like late teens.
Yeah, well, when you were in the military, you probably saw some.
Well, late teens, of course, in the military, yeah, and then we drank too much sometimes. But that was usually Friday night or Saturday night in the bowling alley when there was nothing else to do on base but go drink a few beers and get kind of silly. But I don't know. Times when I had too much to drink, I didn't feel good the next day, and I didn't want any alcohol for months after that. But I knew a guy who used to come around to my shop that was definitely an alcoholic, and he was a dysfunctional guy. And he'd come around and he'd drink so much that he'd throw up, and then go over and get another beer and start drinking. It's like, oh my God, I don't know how you could do that.
Oh, let's not spend the evening talking about
No, it's just amazing that somebody could do that. Okay, so here's the key. Do we want to start this thing, or what are we doing?
I want to see if I can get the camera on.
You don't want to let the ads run. I mean, we cut them out every damn time.
Yeah, let them run.
Yeah, because we're gonna.
Okay, you might get ads, but
says I started drinking
can
at
you
about 3. I figured out later it was a killer before it killed me. Yep.
Can,
I understand that. Because I've seen it happen. But I don't know about 3.
It can be. It can be really bad. I don't want to like bash on people who enjoy an alcoholic beverage. I just.
Okay, now we got double cam. Oh, but this is while the ads are in, so some people aren't going to see that.
There it is.
We are really here. We're just not. You're not seeing us, I guess, because Kim's fussing around with cameras.
Where's it at? It's not coming up.
It's not coming up. We're trying. I know we have a black screen, but we are here, and we are trying to make a camera work. Kim, you got blankness over here.
Oh, put it up on the other screen, please.
Put it on the other screen. Got it.
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, she's over there trying to make a camera work. Sorry about that. Yeah, it skips a generation. I knew a guy, one of my friends, that never drank, would never drink, never. And you know what? His father had an alcohol problem, and that's why he never drank. And he was so against it. Stealth mode. Yeah, we were in stealth mode.
Maybe. Connection error.
Okay, now we're going to try to do this again. Activate. So let's see what happens when she swaps cameras again.
Still no.
Well, you're on the wrong one over here.
I know. Still no.
I could move over here where I can see, where I can get to the mouse. Dougster says, hi, functioning alcoholics are amazing sometimes. There's a guy I knew who couldn't paint a car without being drunk. He shook so bad sober. His material list would include vodka and OJ. Man, that sounds like Russia. There are people in Russia that they drink so much. If I drank that much, I'd be in the hospital, and they just function. But they didn't live very long. I mean, when I was in Russia, the average male lived to like 57 years old. That was crazy. And some of it was alcohol, and some of it was accidents, just because somebody got killed at work, and it was like, the reaction was, oh, that is sad. That is sad. I mean, here, killed at work, they'd be outraged. They'd be pissed off the employer for having a situation where an employee could get killed. Okay, here we go. Mike Kent says, sniff too much clear coat. Yeah, I got to be careful with clear coat, because I'm going to be doing some stuff with clear coat, and I got to have a good respirator for that. The last place I worked at a respirator, we actually had air that fed into it, and that belonged to the company, so I'll have to get something like that. It says, my dad went from alcohol addict to an AA addict. I benefited, but he missed most of my ball games. And you know that's something I did with my kids. One son, not so much, because we did other things. The other son was really into baseball, and little league, from the little t-ball stuff all the way up through when he was an umpire when he was in high school and after high school. And I went to all his games. I might have missed one, but mostly I was there, and really had a good time with my second son, my youngest son. Oh, Barry Kuda said he had a motorcycle that drank alcohol. Yeah, you got to be careful of that too, because you ever have a fire, you can't see it.
Saw a guy one time blow up an engine in an alcohol car, and it was supercharged, so it was under pressure. So it blew the rod out of the blocks, but it was still pumping alcohol through the cylinder into the block, out the hole in the block, and it exploded in front of him. And the motor's like, it was in an Aero, Plymouth Aero, so a little bitty car with a slant six engine in it. And so you know the motor is like right here, beside your leg, and then the windshield actually comes down almost over top of the engine. So the fire was like right here, right now. If he hadn't been in a fire suit, he'd have been dead.
Well, that Andrew Button says catalyzed. He's talking about catalyzed clear coat. Yeah, the clear coat I use will be catalyzed.
There it is. It's on.
Okay, and I'm gonna. It was on. Oh, there it is. Okay, what's happening?
I don't know. It's not happy.
It's not staying on. Okay, we're trying again.
Let me do.
There's the color balance is way off, but because that wood is not yellow. That's wood.
It's got the color balance for the other camera.
Okay, well.
Let me think about this for a second. Live with it.
Stray Bullet says my parents could have cared less about my little league career. Yeah, I was I don't know. I was just really into that.
There you guys go. There's our thing.
The only sad thing about little league was when parents would start fighting over a call that some umpire made, and the kids would accept it, and the parents would fight, yelling at each other. It's like, hey. Okay, so what are we doing, Kim? Now that we have that,
we're going to see.
We're going to watch. We're going to watch the exhaust go through that.
Well, no, I'm going to turn the camera and show the Jeep, and you're going to start it. We're going to
okay. I am going into the Jeep, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be a yelling thing. You're going to see me walk down here. Yeah, get in the Jeep. Probably do want to watch this contraption back here, make sure it doesn't blow up and feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead, start it up. That works. It sounds much better. You can smell it a little bit. It sounds a lot better with the ice. Oh, let's shut it off. Go ahead and run it for a second. All right.
Cool. I like this exhaust.
Hey, Yeah, the exhaust thing worked okay. It spits it out
I don't
outside.
smell any exhaust in here.
I smelled something, but I don't know.
Yeah, it might be some tiny
Here, you
amount.
can have your chair back. So, yeah, the ignition coil repaired. I think this goes in the trash. Anybody want me to chisel the epoxy out and show you what this looks like inside?
Oh, jeez, we're gonna
I'm
open
not
it up
doing
and
it. I
look
got
at it.
other stuff to do.
Okay,
I've done
so
it before.
sounds mean as hell. I wonder if it has a cam in it. It does have a cam in it, but it's a stock cam. All engines have to have a cam.
Okay.
Not all.
It's running the way it's supposed to. That's good. Okay,
Okay,
so
Danny Boy says my mom was on a heavy smoking team when she carried me. Me too. Probably why I was low birth weight.
we want to make content about this. We have to polish this video off. So I don't know what.
It says, can we all take a moment to just hate exhaust work? You know, my last radiator shop next door to me was a guy that had a muffler shop, and he bent all his own tubing and welded everything himself, and he just made everything except the mufflers, and he bought sticks of tubing. And the guy was just loved the work. He was really good at it. I hated exhaust work. It was always rusty, always stuff stuck, always broken bolts. I mean, it's just like, yeah. And he loved it. It was just the right guy in the right job, you know. But yeah, exhaust work is not fun. This is good, though. This exhaust work was good. Shoot it outside.
I mean, this is a one-time fuss for like short-term loss, long-term gain. Like now, we can start and run anything in the shop a little bit without asphyxiating. Asphyxiation. Who remembers that word?
Tommy Hanlon is here. Good morning. Hey, what sophistication? Don't run that exhaust inside. We'll be sophisticated.
We'll get asphyxiated.
Oh, asphyxiated, not sophisticated.
Asphyxiated.
Are we gonna put the other thingies in there?
What other thingies?
Or did you put them all in?
I don't know what you speak of.
The coil packs.
Well, what do you think? You want to take a vote? Pull the room? How to handle that?
Okay. Kim wants a vote from everybody. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we replaced one coil pack. Engine runs perfectly. But we got a new set of 4 coil packs. So, do we put it back together and send it like this and keep the other 3 in the glove compartment? Or do we put all 4 new coil packs in and send it that way?
And risk having one that's bad out of the box foul the whole system.
So now.
Pitt, you did not. That's your imagination.
So
it's
I'm waiting.
Not 2 S's,
I'm waiting
it's A-S-H. Ash.
No, it's ash. Asphyxiated. It's
Fixed. I-A-T-H.
Main Street. Send it. See, it was a customer's car. I put all 4 in because he got all 4. I'd give him a choice.
Todd
I'd give him
says
a choice.
keep the new ones. Mike says all of them. Patrick says put them on a shelf. Dan's in a quandary. Dougster says 3 spares. If it ain't broke, don't fit. That's right. These are tested, known good coils. Why are we going to take them off?
Okay.
And they're factory style coils. Like they might be the original ones.
Or swap them and use the old ones as spares. You know what I think we should do? I think we should put. Is there a box to put those ones in? Those 3 new ones?
Yeah, they came in a box.
Okay, let's put them in a box.
We'll label them real good
and put them in the glove compartment, and or somewhere where we know where they are. And back where the spare tire goes or something. And let's send it the way
Buddy
it is.
says all new. If one wore out, the others are not far behind. Yeah, but how much are these Chinese replacements good for?
Although my Ford van, you know that cord I use for my laptop to read OBD2 stuff? I bought that 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I had one it said number 3 coil pack was bad. It told me which one. I went in there and replaced it. That was 50,000 miles ago. I replaced one coil. Still works.
You know, I was looking at the codes, and the codes are like 131 is coil pack 1, 132 is coil pack 2, 133. Like it's numbered. The code is numbered to the coil. And that's what it did. It told me it was Misfire on 4, so
Okay.
it knew that was a bad one.
And my Ford van with that same software. The software's actually been updated since then, but
I'm not changing out. Known good coil.
It was. I've only replaced one because that's what it said. Number 3 was bad. I went down to the store. I bought one coil pack, put it in, and sent it.
All right. Whether you won or not, I'm not changing them. But whether you won or not, if you voted, you get 2 points because we appreciate your input. But we'll have the good ones around. They're easy to swap out. It's not a hard thing.
Danny boy, 21st century crap for the loss.
Yeah, they're $10.
So which one did you replace?
Chinese coils.
You replaced number 3 because that's where we moved it to.
Yes.
Okay, so now we'll know because next time number 3 goes bad, we know the new one went bad.
It might not make it across the neighborhood before it fails. You just don't know.
Dean says Alec Pepper's data reader is also good. And what I got my friend Carl, the guy I keep talking about. He told me to get this cord, and it just took the blacktop to the OBD2.
You want me to get it? You can show.
And then it's in the car, yeah. Then I downloaded some software, and it's pretty good because it'll tell you a lot more than the little code readers. Doesn't be a code. This will tell you a lot about what's going on.
Well, and we replaced that intake manifold runner.
Yeah, that was
controller.
also told us that was bad. This OBD2 USB, it's all tangled. But anyway, this thing, and then you just download the software you want to use, and we're fine.
Hey, that's all back together.
It's better than the little code readers, in my estimation, but it's not like a $6,000.
You know why
Autel.
No, it's just
scanner. You know.
It doesn't give you much in the way of live data. It gives you RPM, and then it just gives you code.
But it tells you a lot about the system.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, the reason they put this big plastic cover over the motor, it's got foam in it. It's to reduce your detection of valve train noise, so you don't hear the noise it makes.
That's what the engine cover's for.
That's right in line with if the engine's noisy, turn up the radio.
That guy that I first worked for when I was 17, I worked in a wheel alignment shop, and that guy was about 40 then, and he was a Norwegian guy, and his English was a little rough, and he used to tell people, he goes, turn the damn radio down and listen to your car once in a while, you know. Listen to the engine, listen to your car, listen to your brakes. You hear some noise from your brakes? Bring it in. We'll find the problem.
The stuff you see on Just Rolled In, where they have the brakes that are just sheared all the way down to the metal.
Oh man, that guy's still alive. He's in his 90s. You know, my friend out there in California, the Kaiser Fraser guy. He says, yeah, Matt's still around. The place is called Matt's Braking Alignment. It was. Man, that was my first job, not my first job, but my first job in an auto repair shop when I was 17.
Danny Boyd's got an ODB2 that goes to his phone. That kicks ass.
Yeah, and there's some of those, too. There's some of them that are Bluetooth. Just plug them in, and maybe yours is Bluetooth. Just plug it in, it goes to the phone. That's pretty good. You know who's talking that thing up was, what's his name? The guy that lives here in Clarksville. The car guy that's got about 10 million subs.
I know who you mean.
Can't think of his name. He had a live this morning.
Okay.
And I watched it. Although I didn't really participate.
Snipe suggests we do all the ignition and test every component before the install. So far, I haven't had even one V8 make it through an ignition maintenance without a failed component somewhere. Well, I mean, we ran all the codes. We replaced the misfiring coil, and it makes the engine run properly again. We replaced the intake runner control valve.
Scotty Kilmer, you got it.
Cleared that code, and it hasn't come back. So we do recognize that there will be failures, but we have the code reader, and we have a shop. So if it gives us any trouble, you can say, I told you so. And we will be thankful that you were here to guide us. But for today, we just want to get it back on the road. And I'm okay with just replacing the one for now.
Yeah, Scotty
For now.
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
He's the king of clickbait. It's my
Okay.
last day. I quit. I'm done. Yeah. And
He retired again.
Dean
Yeah, he
says,
retired so many times that he's exhausted.
Dean says Scotty Kilmer.
There you go.
So do these people get? They thought of Scotty Kilmer, so they.
Oh, well, the people who took the time to type in Scotty Kilmer, in case we hadn't come up with it, you guys get 3 points for saying Scotty Kilmer.
Yeah, he is. He lives in Clarksville, and this morning he was on a live, and he said, "I'm back in Clarksville," and he was in his Clarksville studio. So I've never met him. I know about where he lives. I know a parts store. They say he comes in there all the time, but I've never met him.
He's a local personality.
He gave UTG a big shout out one time and
helped him out.
Helped him out a lot. Back when UTG wasn't all that big. What is this?
Why is Scotty losing his house? Because clickbait.
Clickbait. That guy's rolling in money. Okay.
Because I'm not hating, I'm just bitching. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the rash of mediocre replacement parts is going to haunt us
for a while yet.
Yeah. Diagnostic people really got to be on their toes, because you buy new parts, you stick them on, you expect they're going to work. Sometimes the new parts are just as failed as the old parts. I know a lot of times.
Louis says, "Rest in peace, Scotty." I think Scotty, that's kind of a joke, because Scotty always says it's over, I'm done, all this stuff. That's just clickbait, but he's fine. Yeah, I saw him today on a live. He's fine. Dean Stevens says, "Too many Clarksville." He's terminally ill.
All right, so we need to.
Who's terminally ill?
I need to work.
I don't believe anything he says anymore.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so see, the local brake shop want you to ruin the brakes so they can sell you more parts. Oh, that's what I always said about these mufflers that they sell in the the big chain muffler shops. They have a lifetime warranty on the muffler. I always said they'd make that muffler out of paper if they could, because they want you to come back with a bad muffler, because they can sell you a whole exhaust system from the exhaust manifold back to the tailpipe, and that's why they want you to come back, because no more of that stuff will be no more of that stuff. None of that stuff is warranted except the muffler itself. Scotty won't be around much longer. Is this true? I don't know. I don't know what to think about this, because Scotty's always said this stuff on Olive's here. Hey, how you doing?
Barracuda says John Schneider said he lives in Franklin. Who's John Schneider? Who's that? Franklin's a ways away from us.
Isn't he
it's Tennessee, but
isn't he a jumper guy that was on the Dodge Charger that jumps over?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure anybody who's jumping Chargers is from Tennessee. That makes sense.
Oh,
John Schneider. He's from he's one of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. I couldn't think of that. So I don't know. Yeah, Franklin, Tennessee isn't too far from here.
Sorry, it took me a minute to recognize the name.
Scotty lives right up here on the other side of town, and he lives up near the base in Clarksville.
All right.
The quiet type who knows Agent 86. Oh, you remember 86 and 99?
Straight bullet. Stop with the Scotty. It's clickbait. It's clickbait.
Kevin Smith. I didn't even see Kevin Smith come in. Oh, there he is. What's going on,
Duke?
Folks?
Is he by Duke now? That sounds woke. That sounds woke. Wokes of Hazard. All right.
John Schneider's Bo Duke. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. I knew that he drove that Charger.
I didn't know who you meant. Like, the name was not.
Dean Stevens says, "Roll up your windows."
Roll up your windows. All right. So I really need your help.
Okay.
Your focus, your attention. Pardon us while I strategize. Remember that we lost part of this video?
We did.
All right. Do you want me to take the ground off so you can show the flashiness that's faulty, the faulty flashing, what it does without the ground? We can record that. Then I can put the ground back on. You can record what it looks like with the proper ground.
The ground? What are we talking about?
On this light for this. The video that I'm making that we need to re-record.
I really need to look at that video quick. How can we look at that video quickly, or is it not?
I'd have to go up and get the.
So I can remember what I have to say. Pitt says, Baiduke is kind of funny, unintentional typo. Yeah,
Okay.
I's and O's are near each other.
I can remember exactly what you said and what we have to say.
Andrew says, I met Boss Hogg back in 1980. His name was Sorrel Brook. Nice man indeed. Okay. I know, we really mucked up a video because we had
just had problems.
I had a mic and the stupid mic unplugged, so then I'm like way off in the distance somewhere. Did a real nice video except for that. I'm trying to remember where I was and what I was saying and what I have to redo. It's like coming in the middle of a TV show.
Oh, Kevin Smith is late. Man, Kevin. That's all right. Mexican Spec's not here at all.
Are we gonna do this?
Thanks for being here.
Are we gonna do this after the? Let's do it after the live because I don't want to do the stream.
Okay, yeah, we can wrap it up a little bit.
It's too difficult.
Well, the problem is then is I can't put the light in.
I can't do it after it's all together. Okay, we'll do it after it's all together.
We can adjust. I think it'll be just fine.
Book or Brook?
Brook.
Book.
Brook. Very good.
Cutter Down Garage.
Mike.
Got pulled over for no lights an hour into my trip tonight. I started working
in front of me. You know what? He's got a tail light on the Zed sled.
Yeah, the Zed sled's got a tail light out, and
darn thing.
Yeah, Mexican Spec give me crap because he said,
did he?
Those LEDs are really good, aren't they? Well, what it is the it's not the LED's problem. It's the thing the LED goes into, the little socket. They're, it's 47 years old. They're all crumbly,
We had to replace
the plastic is crumbling, and I pulled one off the parts car, and it's also a little bit crumbly, but got it in there, and it was not working perfectly, and Kim messed with it, worked real well. I guess I hit a bump or something, and now it's not working well again.
Just what you want with your tail lights is hit a bump and they go out.
I asked him if they have any repros in Mexico, and I was going to look last night. I just didn't get to it.
It's on the list. The list never ends.
Well, the best thing about that show with Dukes of Hazzard was what was the cop's name?
Enos. No, not Enos.
Not Enos. The other cop. Hey, he had that dog, Flash. That dog couldn't even. Roscoe. He had a dog named Flash, and that dog couldn't even move. Flash. That's like the.
Get him, Flash.
What's this? Oh, it says some plumber's tape might help. What are we working on?
What do we need plumber's tape for? Help me out. I'm confused.
Yeah, Roscoe P. Coltrane. And Enos. Yeah, Enos was like, I don't know, Enos was alright. But Roscoe P. Coltrane and his dog Flash. I mean, Flash was. There are two reasons for watching that show. I was young. Of course, I was a young guy then. Was Daisy Duke. She's pretty hot then.
Yeah.
And
she's still a beautiful
woman. I haven't seen Daisy Duke in like ages. So, yeah, and the dog Flash. I mean, that's funny as hell.
Get him,
oh, it says taillight socket staying in. Oh, the socket stays in, but it's kind of crumbly, and you got to mess with it and clean the inside of it. So,
yeah.
So we really need to, Catherine Box, her name. So, Max Van says the fat deputy died recently.
Oh,
who's the fat deputy?
Who was the heavy one?
Don't know.
Why are we talking about this as because cars, huh? Plastic TV,
That's
cars.
the problem with the 70s car. All the plastic parts start to disappear.
Yeah, that is.
Yep. Well, there are places that
reproduction stuff
that make stuff like that. And one of the places I found, remember the pieces we needed for the dash, something under there? I bought from it was from inside the door. I bought pieces from a place that specializes in
was that the Bronco station?
Bronco station or something. And they had things, and I looked at it, and I go, man, that's for a Bronco, but it looks just like the thing inside the the Zephyr and the Fairmont. So I ordered it. It was exactly the same. So I'll go to them first and see if they, because I bet those sockets are the same on all the Fords of the same years, you know.
Well, that's like the Spitfire, right? There's a couple of companies that make parts specially for them, and you gotta seek it out. It's hard work working on old vehicles. It's not the same as working on a new vehicle. But then again, there's some new vehicles that after 5 years or 10 years, they're already getting hard to get parts from. They don't make them like they used to.
Tim, that looks so good with that in there.
It's sharp, yeah.
Is that light plugged in?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to screw that in and then plug the light in. Okay.
Yeah, I can't reach with the thing there. I'm just putting these screws, retainer screws on it.
Oh, so those sorts of things may have stayed in parts bin for a long time. The problem is when you go to the Ford dealer, you know, you're making model 1978, and they're like, huh?
Well,
like,
a lot of
it's like 30 years before they were born. You know?
The other thing is a lot of stuff. The parts that go bad, they go bad on all the cars.
They go bad on all the cars.
So you can't get them off junkyard cars because they're just as bad at junkyard. So it can be really tough. That's like my Dart, like the engine and transmission and everything. They're fantastic. The car is showing its age. It's tough.
Danny Boyd says, my most recent ex's name rhymes with Elvira. She was in high school and that song was current. She got made fun of for it.
My heart is on fire. Elvira.
Andrew Budd says Jesse was Denver Pyle. That's right. Denver Pyle was on Grizzly Adams too. Huh. I might have watched that once.
Wait, Gomer Pyle was on Grizzly.
Not Gomer Pyle. Denver Pyle was Jesse on Dukes of Hazzard, the old man.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
And Enos was Otis Bert Sonny Schroeder Jr.
Okay.
Kevin Smith says Hugh Gibbons choked to death on a pine cone. What?
That's crazy.
I don't think that was right. Bob Denver was Gilligan. Yeah, Bob Denver. There's a guy that'll be missed. I remember. See, this is how old I remember Bob Denver before.
I need one of these.
But when he was on, who were the? I can't think of the first name of the first thing he was on. You need one of these. What you mean? What am I going to get one of these?
I don't know, but see, this one is over.
Oh, plastic thing that broke.
Got bad plastic clips.
Bad plastic clips. Here's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, we gotta find
Here's what it looks like. It's half of one.
We gotta find a solution. It's under here. It's gonna take a beating in the weather, and it's gotta have all the clips. So
what do we do?
We just have to find some kind of solution.
This is not something I have little repros of.
Are you sure you don't have something that'll work?
John Denver did not. John Denver. Oh, John Denver. Yeah, he died in a plane crash. Yeah, it was on a long easy.
I need something that will clip into a square hole. And
okay, we got these clips. You push into a square hole, and they spread out on the backside. When you stick a screw in there, they really spread out, so the screw stays put. And we got some broken ones.
We just got one broken.
Boo.
And I think we really need them because this is a high.
Dobie Gillis, you're right. Let's do a Sabre. You got it.
Oh, you got
Good.
4 points because I don't know who we were
one.
talking about.
Yeah, Dobie Gillis.
I don't know. What
Dobie Gillis was another guy, but John Denver played. He was the goofball in that show. I'm thinking, Kim. What have I done in the past with one of these things? Man, we don't have any Chrysler products out there that are junk, do we?
We have the 300.
The hippie long says box of clips on Amazon cheap. Yeah, but we need it now.
We need it now.
Yeah, Dobie Gillis was Bob Denver. No, Dobie Gillis was his buddy. Bob Denver was what was his name? Somebody will know it. Bob Denver. Because Dobie Gillis was his friend. Yeah, John Denver couldn't reach the switch. Yeah, he could reach the fuel valve. And he didn't build that airplane. It was a home built, somebody else built. Yeah. The beatnik. Yeah. Bob Denver was the beatnik. Dobie Gillis was the straight guy. Man, I can't think of the name. Commander G. Krebs, you got it. Lester LeSabre gets it. He needs some points for that, Kim.
Man, you're dishing out the points.
I'm telling you.
Where am I going to get all these points?
Maynard,
I'm going to need to take out a loan.
Maynard G. Krebs. Maynard was Bob Denver, and Dobie Gillis was his friend. But the show
How many points did you
the
get?
show was Dobie Gillis. Neighbor Gladys Kravitz. That was on Bewitched. Well, she was something, wasn't she? She knew something was going on in that house.
We're talking old TV tonight,
yeah,
guys.
Funny as hell.
Man.
Oh, she was the neighbor, the nosy neighbor that knew something was going on screwy over at the house.
All we got are these clips.
What kind of clips are those? Oh, well, let's see what these are.
What do you think? Maybe there'll be one on the Chrysler 300?
You know, I think this might work. Let's see how small that gets when it goes through there. How small does that get when it goes through? It doesn't get small at all. That will not work.
Yeah. I got bigger ones, but the problem is
then the hole's bigger.
The hole's bigger?
The hole in the middle would be too big. It's got to swell up more than that.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Use zip ties instead of those clips.
Zip ties. That's right. People use zip clips.
How would you use a zip tie?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out.
Of it?
No, you can't go around the outside. That won't work.
Well, can you stick the head of a zip tie in there and screw into it? Big fat zip tie head?
No. I don't know how to do that. But I'm listening. I don't know how to do it.
Danny Boyd, I'll cut off my mullet and grease my hair back. If you really have a mullet. Danny Boyd says he's a little skinny guy who drinks a lot. Now he has a mullet. So I don't know what he looks like.
I'm going to go.
He only has a picture of his truck, not of him. She's going to go look. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Oh, I got a grab kit of those clips ages ago just for such emergencies. Yeah, I'll buy a kit of them now. I got kits for every other kind of thing.
I'm looking for, I thought maybe somebody would know, like something to throw out, like zip ties. Like, I get it, but I don't know how to make that work.
Danny Boyd's this guy dang right. I got a mullet.
The old style metal clips, you know the ones I mean?
Rapid Transit Garage is here. Yeah, the ones that go over the edge.
Yeah, like
I know what you mean.
But I don't have one of those either I can think of right now. I've got the...
Man, those things are around, but I don't know.
I've got the Dodge trucks, but mostly they use these push clips.
Yeah, they're new.
I don't know, though. They might have a square clip somewhere.
This is kind of surprising. It isn't push clips.
The Chrysler 300 is sort of similar vintage of this. Maybe it has some clips like this.
It's like as far away from here as you can get.
Still
be on our property. You want the light?
The conversation is...
Here, wait a minute. You want to take a radio.
Okay.
She's going for a long walk across the property, and I want her to...
You guys keep him entertained while I'm out there. Inner fender.
Yeah, fender liner. That's right. We had to pull the fender liner out to get the turn signal... Get this thing pulled out. This is to the other side. So the screws are behind the fender liner. And this is what happened to it. It looked like this. The lens fell off of it. But you can't buy a lens. You got to buy the whole shooting match. Look in your wall anchors collection. You just screw into a tapered block. I've got a Chrysler 300 that's about as far on the other side of the property as you can get. She's walking over there to see if to see if it's got some, because that car's way, way, way apart. It was one that Mopar Al had. And he stole the Hemi out of it and the transmission and big chunk of the floor out of it because he wanted the tunnel. And so we got the rest of it. And so she thinks there might be some clips on that thing. Danny Boyd says, a mullet says that your car home appliance is getting fixed pretty darn well. Bruce says, I love Bruce Willis. What did I see him? Was he in? He was in that crazy movie they went to fix blow an asteroid up or something. Williams wrote the Love Boat theme song. Hippie Long says you can make it out of a glue gun stick. Oh, that's a good idea. I've got some of those here. Well, if Kim doesn't find one in that car, I'll suggest that. Dean Stevens says, I'm more of a Civil Shepherd kind of guy. That's right. Send Kim out with the wolves. Kim says, I'm going to go look. I wouldn't have gone out there to look for that. I like the idea with using the glue stick. Yeah, one time, I don't know, talking about the women, famous women you like. I said one time I liked Avril Lavigne. And there was a guy in the shop that I was working with. He goes, what? Are you kidding me? You're too old for her. What's wrong with you? Don't be so creepy, She's an adult. Danny Boyd says, watch the Condor 880 take off over Mojave. Watched the Condor 880 takes off over or out of Mojave video. There's mullets in that video. It's made it like in 91. Con Air. Can you get behind? You can't get behind it. That's why it had to come out. So we had to get behind it. She's back. I never even talked on the radio to her. What'd you do? Run?
Yeah. All right. So I looked at the trucks and the Chrysler 300.
Yeah.
And they just they don't have anything like that that's
Okay.
visible. So what I was thinking is I can put it on the lowest position. That's the most accessible place. We'll order some. Take a measurement, see what size it is.
You were gone. Somebody had a suggestion. Get a glue stick, drill a little hole in it, jam it in there, and then with the glue stick will swell up. But I don't know if that will work.
It's going to spin.
It's going to spin.
And plus, it's nice to have the right parts. I think we could probably get a set of these for $5.
Oh, or less, yeah.
Do you want to measure that before I put it back in so you know the size? And
what's this Philly cheesesteak hamburger helper that would make every corner jump? Man. Philly cheesesteak, that's like one of my favorite things.
Can you get behind it?
What is this?
The problem is once you put it in there, no, you cannot reach behind it. Maybe you could. It's not that important. I think if I put 2 out of 3 in there, I'll leave the bottom one out. It's the easiest one to get to. I'll only have to take 2 clips out to get back to the bottom place, put the correct clip in, and put it back together. And yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is, I don't know, it's metric probably. So, and this is in inches because I don't have my metric one. My metric one has to, it's dead. So this is like 345 thousandths. What the hell is that in metric? 345 thousandths. Dean Stevens will know. So it's something under 3/8. Okay, I know what size it is. I will order a box of those. I'm sure
Yeah.
there are boxes of them somewhere. I probably ought to buy every size they have. It's just probably about 3 of them.
Buy an assortment, yeah.
An assortment. Yeah, buy an assortment. That's what we'll
Yeah.
get.
And we'll be ready for next time. Or I can come back and put it back in. It's no big deal, right? Hopefully. Go on top or above? Above or below?
Dean says, I know nothing. Use license plate, nylon insert, and a screw. That's exactly what it looks like. But I don't have any of those unless we go take a license plate off one of the cars.
No, the license plate ones are much bigger.
The license plate, Jim says the license plate ones are much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the same kind of thing it is.
It is that kind
That's
of thing.
exactly what it is,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's smaller.
style. That will get us there. Do you have any of these plastic clips? Did I give them to you? Where do I put them?
Plastic clips.
The ones that expand when you stuff them in there.
The black ones. Here's one.
There's one. No, is that the one I just got out of the box? What did I do with the ones I took out?
This is the one you got out of the box. I don't remember. I remember you having those things and showing them to me.
Will you take that, please?
Sure.
Okay, I've hidden them from myself.
You've hidden them from yourself.
Yes, in my.
I guess we can turn the videos off.
Like in Pokemon, when your attack fails and you injure yourself in the process. That's exactly what.
Kevin says 6mm or 9mm.
6 or 9 is a
Saber
pretty wide range.
3, 4, 5, 8.7mm. So they're probably like 9mm or something. Probably 9mm, and they stuff in there and they're a little bit tight. Kevin Smith says that's what zip screws are for. Stray Bullet says that Dorman rack probably has what you need. You know what I do is I buy these. It's like plastic case with assortments, all kinds of clips and stuff. That's the one I didn't buy. You know, I got a drawer full of all those.
We need to find those clips. Will you look around and see if you can see them anywhere?
Those push pin clips.
Yeah, the plastic ones. This one was one I grabbed out of the thing, but it's not the one that came off of the Spark.
Okay, I'll go get the assortment. I don't know what to. Oh, here, Kim. Is this it?
No, but that one needs to go in first. Thank you.
That's
Check under there and see if you
that's
can find
one
some
from
more.
this car.
That one goes in the bumper.
Here's more of them, bunch more of them.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your help there.
You got like a handful of them you threw up here.
Yep.
And this has got a spider web or something attached to it. It's a hair. Big, long, blonde hair. Wonder where that came from.
That's what I needed all along.
Okay, she's got all the clips except
Do you
the
care about...
the other.
Well, we'll do it when we do the other side. I was going to video, but no point.
It says, I just gave away my 12 fuel pressure regulator. Friggin' idiots around here love throwing electric pumps on instead of replacing the mechanical pump. Barracuda says, Barbara Eden, yeah, she was hot. And she's about 10 years older than me.
Where's she from?
I don't know where she's from. I don't even, is she still alive? She's 10 years older than me? She's probably still alive. Dean says, oops, the decimal point out because he's got a string of numbers a mile long. Dean says, it was 245,000 when I measured it with the calipers. Yeah, Pitt, I've used electric fuel pumps on, like on aircraft and use it as a boost pump, but you don't run it all the time. And then you got to put it in parallel with some one-way valves and stuff so the fuel will go around when you're using the mechanical pump. But like if it's especially if it's a low-wing airplane or if the fuel's down lower than the engine, you got to have the electric pump. You run the electric pump during takeoff and landing in case you ever lose a pump. You can don't have the engine quit. It's a backup. Barracuda says, still alive. Yeah, she's, I don't know. Pitt says, Barbara Eden's 10 years old and above. I don't know if she's 10 years older than me, but I think that's probably about right. She was on, she was on I Dream of Jeannie when I was a little kid. Yeah, I was probably 7th grade, something like that. Dean is our Rain Man. Dean says, were your calipers calibrated to a nationally acceptable system international units? Dial caliper. I don't expect, it's zeroed. I don't expect it to be wrong. Not like electronic ones that are wrong. Okay, let's clean the edges off. Let's close it. It's on 0, and it was 345 thousandths is what it was. Of course, I'm measuring a plastic clip that's been in a hole for 17 years. Was I familiar with Kevin Lacey? Just found out he died last year. No. Very good. If Barbara Eden had a 69 Mustang 429 fastback, man, would that be a fun car. I had a 69 Mustang, but mine had a 351 Windsor. Mine was a 69 Mach 1 with a 351 Windsor 4-barrel and a 4-speed. I got it cheap. The guy brought it into me and he says, I hear you buy old cars. I go, yeah. It wasn't that old then. It's used cars. The interior, the kids have been in there and spilled stuff and melted candy bars, and it was a mess. And he started up and it was missing, And I said, how much you want for it? He says, $500. And I said, I'll give you $400 for it. He goes, I'll take it if you give me a ride to work. Okay, I gave him a ride to work. Got the Mustang, or the Mach 1. So after work, I opened up the hood. It was dark outside. I opened up the hood and started up, and I was sitting there running like crap. And I walked around the front, and every spark plug wire is like going arc, 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 arc. All the spark plug wires are leaking. There's a parts store across the street. Ran across the street, bought a set of plug wires, came over, plugged them all in, started up. It's like, it's running perfect. I went up the street, sparked off in 3 gears. And I was like, man, score. But the car didn't look real good. I pulled all the interior out, hosed it all down, scrubbed everything, armor-rolled everything, put it all back together. And then the car was green and it had a yellow door on the driver's side. And I sanded it down, and a friend of mine painted cars, painted it bright red, and we put all black stripes and everything on it. So it's a bright red Mach 1 that ran great. And I sold it, made money on that.
Did anybody watch Carter's Automotive Restyling?
Carter's Automotive Restyling?
Have you ever watched that guy? He's from Canada.
No, that sounds like something interesting.
He had a guy from Ford Motors on not too long ago, and they chopped the top of like an Oldsmobile Omega, like a 78 or 79. They chopped the
top on a...
They made it a 2-door by welding the front and rear doors together.
Oh, that's one of the big long doors.
And then chopped the top. Well, he had a guy over and they splashed some paint on it. It was pretty funny. It's very humorous. I really enjoyed watching it. If you guys are looking for something to entertain you some evening, you should definitely check them out. Carter's Automotive Restyling, and they are punny and a very dry, sarcastic humor that you may like. I don't know. Not everybody likes that sort of thing, but I've been enjoying their antics. And they really did make a mess of the car, but yeah. Boy, this is tough. Let me get this up. That jack went down overnight. Now I can't get it out.
The jack went down overnight. How you get a jack under it?
Take it off. The jack's on.
Danny Boyd says, I wish Ricky Nelson would have listened. DC-3 went down on fire. Let's do a favor, says, saw them paint it. Oh, that must be the car you're talking about. Isn't that nice when there's studs to put the wheel on? You ever put a wheel on an old Volkswagen?
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Something dropped.
It's okay.
I
hurry up and get these lug nuts on.
So get at least one of those lug nuts on. Yeah, I didn't like putting wheels on old Volkswagens because they're bolts, you know, and you can't slide the wheel on. You got to line the hole up and hold the heavy wheel while you're trying to turn the thing on.
That was some trying. But you know what? We got through this.
Being Bird's high-low 84 fuel pump system, Fox Stangs is best. I'm not sure what that means. I replaced a lot of electric fuel pumps. I replaced 4 of them in my Corvette before I finally got a good one.
That stinks. You shouldn't have to do that. I mean, you shouldn't.
Well, every one of those fuel pumps lasts like 2 or 3 months, so you couldn't return it. It's just a piece of shit, you know, and you got to get another one, get another one, get another one. Well, they have a brand name on them, but they're imported.
Yeah,
The lucky thing was on the Corvette, the C4 Corvette. Oh wait, impact wrench. The C4 Corvette, you didn't have to drop the tank. Back in the back on the rear deck, where you put the fuel in, you can get at it from there. And it as electric in-tank electric fuel pumps go, pretty easy replacement. You still ended up smelling like gas when you're done. Gasoline. Petrol for you folks that are somewhat other than what we call it gas. What's my favorite racing car movies? I'm not sure I ever even watched a racing car movie.
I only remember pieces of it, but the old Cannonball Run, does that count as a racing car movie?
Cannonball Run?
Comedy.
Let's see here. Gene Stevens said it was the same with Buicks. 53, but bolts had to hold up heavy. I didn't know Buicks were like that. All right, Ted.
Where's he off the rails? Come on now.
He's almost off the rails. Yeah.
Come on. How do you get these? What is it? Is something in the water this month? Guys are...
Let's see here. My favorite car. Louis says my favorite car was 71 Plymouth Roadrunner stock car. You know, there's a blue one that was a Hetty Plymouth. It has the 43 in one of the headlights. Is that the one you mean? It's a bright blue 71 Plymouth. If that's the one I'm thinking of, that's a good looking car. I have pictures of that thing somewhere. Danny Boyd, lift pump is the proper jargon for the in-tank unit. But then I don't.
That Ford Ranger, it has a pump in the tank, and then it has a second pump for at least the pressure.
You know, I had a high volume, probably too high pressure pump on my 351 Windsor that was engine driven mechanical pump, and I had a regulator on that thing since it would flood the. I had a 9000 series AFB carburetor on it, which is just like the Edelbrocks now, but it was new back then. It was not an Edelbrock, and that thing would flood with that fuel pump. So I had it down. I put it at 3.5 pounds. It's still 3 pounds. It was fine. I could run it wide open for miles, and it wouldn't run out of gas, and it wouldn't flood. So it ended up, I think it was 3 or 3.25. Maybe it's 3.25 psi at the outlet of the pressure regulator. I don't really like electric pumps because you crash or something, and they're still running. Jeez, they're gonna spray fuel everywhere. Louis says my favorite movie was Last America Hero from 1973. Hippie Long, my pops was a C-124 Globemaster, did Arctic stuff. And I came in the airplane after that, which is a C-141. C-141 I worked on quite a bit in the C-5A. C-5A Galaxy.
Okay. Is this your water?
No, that's that one I talked to you about earlier.
Okay.
It says, God bless you. God bless the AFB. Yeah, Danny Boy. AFB, thermoquad. I've never had a thermoquad. I had friends that liked them. Car Pound. Favorite race car movie, Days of Thunder.
I remember Days of Thunder.
Dean Stevenson says, I'm just a regular guy. I don't know what, that's not him saying that, it's in quotes. Is that a movie?
I don't know.
Man, that AFB I had, that thing was a great carburetor. I ran that thing for 125,000 miles and I screwed something up on the engine. But I never touched that carburetor. Just ran and ran and ran. Just, man. It's on that Windsor. It was great.
They used to have higher quality standards, I think. Or maybe you just got lucky.
Oh, I would bet the new Edelbrandt's the same way.
Don't worry.
Oh, you're going to kill it?
They'll run advertisements in the replay. I don't want to have advertisements.
Inertia switch, problem solved.
It starts being hot. I enjoyed the movie, but I never watched the show, really. The movie, I think, was different.
My father got rear-ended in a car he had. What was the car he had?
Language!
What? What did I say?
It's a vehicle collision.
Yeah. Rear end?
Yeah.
He got hit in the back. And it was a Ford Taurus. An 04 Taurus. Got whacked in the back end. And his car was still, it was messed up, but he was still able to drive it. But it wouldn't start. And what had happened was the inertia switch for the fuel pump had shut the fuel pump off. And the cop there knew about it, knew how to turn it back on. And he's able to drive away. Doing Kim, put makeup on, some sexy grease on the chin. Yeah, she just took it off.
Oh, yeah, war paint.
War paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what else had a switch on that caught everybody off guard at first was the Vega. After a couple of years, would the oil pressure switch would shut off the fuel pump. So, because those engines were terrible, so people would drain the oil out of them, start them up, and then ruin the engine purposely. Go back to the Chevrolet dealer and get a new engine before it was off warranty. Well, so GM fixed that with a switch, so if you didn't have oil pressure, it wouldn't run. And you know how many Vegas I saw with auxiliary electric fuel pumps on them? Because people didn't understand how that worked, so they bypassed the whole system and put electric fuel pump on it. Kevin, we tricked Buff again. Oh, what did I do? He says, I'm watching some...
You miss the innuendo sometimes.
Oh, maybe I ignored it.
You take things literally.
Oh.
When they're meant to be.
I guess I missed something.
I miss things too. It's tough to know all the little things. So I wanted to ask you the favor of, I've got you all set up with tools. You want to pull that wheel off and prep for that replacement of the other light? This one's in.
So you're going to sit
ready
here
to go?
Be on this, and I'm going to...
Yeah, I'm going to keep these guys in line.
Okay.
They think they can run roughshod over you.
Yeah, I'm tired of them doing that.
Yeah, guys, come on. That's not as much fun.
Just jacked up?
The jack's right here.
Oh,
But
I
you probably
thought the big jack was
You
still
might
there.
want to break them loose before you pick it up, but it does seem to kind of sit there.
Let's try this first. Before we get any further. We're going to check the signal.
Yeah. It signals. Nice and bright.
And you can see it because it's got a lens on.
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic.
Doesn't just look like a phone.
No.
I didn't know how the Taiwanese lenses look.
Ah, it looks pretty good.
What are you doing? That's why you wanted me to do it. You're gonna video me doing it.
I'm not gonna video you, but I am gonna.
I've got the old man pants falling down.
I'm gonna throw you on the camera number 2 though, so they can see what's happening.
Don't do that right now. I'm trying to get my pants right up again.
All right.
Old man's pants fall down over and over and over. And I gotta keep tightening the belt up. Otherwise, I end up with that other problem.
Okay.
Mm.
Guys. I was busy, and now you're just. The Isuzu-based electric fuel pump system on the Chevy Chevette was excellent but quirky. You know, Dean, I owned a couple Chevettes. I don't ever remember having to mess with the fuel pump. So they must have been okay because they were old beaters. They're talking about Sharon Stone. That's right. I can't do all the work around here. He does all kinds of stuff. But once we start streaming, his attention. Yeah, that's his job. He's supposed to be the host, so it's not
we
wrong.
Have a little piece of. Where's that little piece of black foam that I kneel on?
Oh, black foam.
I don't like kneeling on the concrete.
The foam, where's the foam? I will get you from.
Well, it's just a little, like about a 1 foot square. Just something I can put my knee on, so I'm not. Knee on the concrete's a little rough now. That's the piece. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Foam. If you're doing a lot of floor work, knee pads are suggested. Oh, maybe I don't want to show you struggling too much. Now I know what it feels like. That's black. Petty Carphonus says the neighbor jacked up a Lincoln without turning the air suspension switch off. The car sat crooked after changing the tires. Oh, it messed up the valve? Yikes. Pitt says ignore the Sharon. I mean, you guys are allowed to joke amongst yourselves. I don't know. Sharon Stone. She's an old woman by now. Do you want a bigger pad? Oh, you've already got the wheel off.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting
Mean Street Mopar says, what did I miss? I've been gone for about an hour. Well, we talked about two-stroke engines. Then we talked about old TV shows. Then they talked about Sharon Stone. I think they talked about some other things. I finished...
Talking about a lot about... yeah, I can't remember.
That's all right. Let me...
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. We talked all about that. Then that falls into old TV shows. We installed the ignition coil, and the vehicle runs fantastic. You can see behind him in the non-focused parts, there is a hose that goes up to the wall. and that hose that goes up to the, I guess it'd be over here. That hose that goes up to the wall, right where he is now, you can see it behind the back tire of the Jeep. That goes outside, so we can run the vehicle inside and not get fumigated. And
oh, that's the best thing we've done this shop in months.
he's okay. I should do a short of him working. I should get the little camera out.
So that I actually work.
Yeah, he knows how to work. I needed a break. I was busy tonight doing stuff. Before we came to stream, I had an engagement and I had to do for a couple of hours, so I've had a very long day. But I installed the passenger side marker light, which involves, taking the wheel off and the inner fender thing, and now he's doing the other side. Because you notice that the lens is missing, and we have a replacement lens, and to get to it, you have to take off the wheel. You could probably struggle, but you just want to take off the wheel and take out the inner fender plastics, and then you can get to it. It's 3 bolts. It comes out. What do you got? Do you see the socket? Correct socket you're going to need is on the end of that.
I know what it is.
I'm sorry. I just trying to.
I just don't want to be twisting it with it.
Sure. I'm saving you here.
Oops, that one almost got away.
All right, Buffalo Campo's taking the inner wheel mounting. So there's a clip. Do you see the clips?
Yeah, I see a clip. I need a little screwdriver.
Okay. I'll show them what's going on. So there's 3 screws that go here. There's a clip here. You pull this inner side thing out, and then there's those things. There's 2 more down underneath, and then we get into there so that we can get this damaged lens out. The replacement one came in the mail today, so he's going to install that, and then it will be ready because the chumpy deal under the hood coil pack has been replaced, and we did another thing. We did a thing in the garage. There was already a hole in the building right there, so
I made it a bigger hole.
Made it a little bigger. It goes out. And then it goes down over here, and we adapt it to a rubber pipe that sticks in the exhaust pipe. That way we can run through a test cycle here. Use just get the things to
Are you coming through?
Yeah, I'm getting out of your way. I had a busy day. I already did this side. He's doing that side. We're racing. Did anybody count the minutes? I think you're winning. It took me 2 days to do my side. That's how it's going.
How did you get this push pin on?
Okay, I'll show you in a second.
I tried and pulled and
I'll show you in a second.
I don't know. I'm not the right tools. It's just being
Probably this will help. Look,
being an asshole.
look at this. Sorry, guys. Let's show. Okay.
He did with
You ready?
I tried
Take
a little
the pick.
tiny screwdriver. I tried.
Take the pick.
Yeah.
Stick it there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And you pull. And you pull. It doesn't want to come out.
Yeah, that one. That's about how far I got it. You're doing better than I am.
I mean, if it comes apart, it just.
Well, I got a tool for it now. Here, just a second. Don't pull.
Okay.
Now it's that far.
Here's one of those.
Yeah, what's
Moving forward on the floor. I don't know how to. You can show them, but I'm not going to drag the. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to drag the $900 camera underneath the car to show you how a plastic clip comes out. It's not the right economy for that. should just pop out now.
I can't believe that thing's still not coming out. Yeah. Kim, what is wrong?
I'm gonna grab it with pliers and yank it. Because that's all the more I care.
Oh, it is not coming out.
I know.
I know the pin's pulled, but the
Dungy.
pin's pulled, but the other thing doesn't come out. Yeah. Get it on with pliers and yank.
Yeah. They're you know, old. They're old. Lubricate them before you try and put them back together, and they'll be okay. Or replace them all together. Junky old stuff. I mean, it held up all this time. How much can you really complain? I can't complain. I go to parties sometimes until 4. It's hard to leave when you can't find the door.
Look.
It's tough to handle this fortune and fame. Everybody's so different. I haven't changed. What'd you do with that plastic? Did you take it away?
Put it away.
I need it. I got 2 more to do.
I'm looking for a jack stand. We got little jack stands, and I don't know where they are. They're just missing. And you're underneath the car with a jack that comes down.
There's one in the back seat of this car, right in that door.
Yep, that's the one.
I appreciate you looking out for me.
Well, what's the first thing you are?
That's the first lesson, yeah. But I think I'm better than that. I don't think I'll ever get hurt. Nothing bad can ever happen to me.
Okay, now it won't come down.
The king of the world.
It might come down a tiny bit. Stop.
Dum.
Here.
Lucky I'm staying still after all. I got it. Thank you. I've been through. I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. Life's been good to me so
Okay, while we have that apart, you want to put the new bulb in it? Because we got 2 bulbs. In fact, I'll pull the bulb right now. Old bulb. New bulb.
Oh, my hand barely fits up in. That's gonna be fun. Come on out there.
What's that? Oh, I thought I pulled it out.
You did. I just couldn't get the socket out.
Oh, the socket. Yeah, the socket's probably going to break.
Socket out. It's good. She's good.
But just every time I see a Maserati, I start that song too. I'm not sure.
My Maserati is 180.
Oh, that, yeah.
I lost my license. Now I don't drive. I have a limo riding the back. I lost the door in case I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm singing that. They got going on.
Yeah, they're going along with it. I got this new bulb, though. You know what? We're going to have turn signals and lights that work, and the engine's going to run good again, and this car's going to be up and running.
Back in service, we won't have to drive the Z sled.
Won't have to drive the Z sled. Oh, we're driving the Z sled. I'm driving the Z sled.
I drove my Dart tonight. It drove grand.
Oh, you drove the Dart. You drove the Dart to your event.
Yeah, it was great. It feels good to be able to drive my car. Not too much worries about it.
That thing needs a windshield, something fierce. Her windshield has got all the white fog around it, creeping in, and then driving it at night, it's got to be not fun. Cars coming the other way probably light all that up.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I was thinking? Maybe
No.
maybe Chet has some suggestions.
Does Chad have suggestions for what?
I want to do something like, you know how you do stunts for the internet? You understand the concept of it.
Stunts for the internet.
Yeah, something that's acted out, but it seems real graphic, but it's just fake. I think that we should do something and break the windshield when it's time to replace it.
Oh, don't do that.
Or something like that.
I did that one time because I thought it was funny because I was replacing the window anyway. And you know what happened?
What?
All that glass went down inside the defroster and it turned into an enormous job.
So you're saying
that's not a good idea. I thought it was funny and we were all going to laugh because we were like 16 years old, you know?
Guys, he's telling me the juice ain't worth the squeeze. You think it'd be funny if I busted out that window in a funny way? This tight squeeze for him.
There's what? Oh, that socket's still stuck.
No. The star thing to take out the screws that hold the plastic in, which is really a tight place to work.
Oh, it's they're Torxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Torx is. Okay, I'm sorry. Dan has half of a toilet. What's this? Dan has half of a toilet. What are we talking? Oh, says it's pretty darn messy. Ooh, what was that noise? Oh, it's just breaking loose.
Yep, that was
Oh, my phone's dinging. I thought I turned the.
It's Louisa bot. Somebody tell me honestly.
It's Louisa bot?
Yeah, his comments are so.
I thought I shut my ringer off, and apparently I didn't.
Louisa bot. Who hired a bot to be on our channel and talk about cartoons all the time?
Cartoons, well, he likes that.
Really? You think he's real? Sometimes I wonder.
Okay, I shut off my ringer so it won't go off with dumb stuff.
Do you guys do that? Do you guys hire AI comments on your channel? Have you guys noticed people doing that? I've seen people do that. It's obvious that their channel's made of people who aren't real. That would explain how Danny Boyd's in every live all the time. But he's always relevant, right? Like he knows.
Dean is always relevant? I don't know.
Danny Boyd. No, he knows what's going on.
He knows what's going on. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with it.
Can you be replaced with a? Do you think any of us can be replaced by AI? Can AI find faulty grounds on a 2008 Jeep Patriot? I don't think somebody who owns a 2008 Jeep Patriot can afford to have AI do that work. That's the problem. It's too expensive.
Danny Boy. I'm not that drunk, I guess. Kim, you want me to read? There was only one stream of piss and one toilet. So I guess he got it. He isn't drunk enough that he missed. I guess is the point.
Aim for the one in the middle.
Aim for the one in the middle.
Just be in the tub. It's simple.
Ted says, I've written code for 30 years. Any AI is better than me. Oh, man. AI is like 80% wrong.
Maybe. Yeah.
Dean Stevenson, I used to crash parties in Maseratis, and I was evil. Go places and pull faces, and Jesus, I was evil. This is a song. Jan says, I overdosed. There were two streams. That's farther away. Oh, my God. And only 1.5 toilets. Oh, man. Go fun, Dan.
Are we enjoying ourselves even though there is a little bit of chaos here?
And we're going down the toilet.
It's really, it's going bad. Come on. This one's not coming.
Louis says, so has everyone seen that scene of a movie, The Jungle Book from 1967, when that part, I see a wedgie.
See? That's crazy stuff. Somebody just, is that somebody?
Danny Boyd says, weird hour. Time is it anyway? Yeah, it's 12:30. And where Dan is, Dan, is it? I think it might be 1:30 where you are. You got to remember to put the bulb in before you replace it, because once you have a thing with a lens on it, the bulb has to go in from the back side, which really sucks. You got to take wheel well out to replace a bulb, because the way they made the stupid things. Kevin says, use a funnel if you can't get the key in the hole. Yeah, why are you going in the bathroom with a funnel? Why is the funnel so big? I was in England. I was in a pub, and in England you get a pint of beer, and it's before we went to eat. And I drank a pint of beer, and gotta go to the bathroom, and I could still walk. And I walked the bathroom, and they got the handle for the bathroom door right down like this far from the floor. I get it. Most people are crawling to the bathroom, so you gotta bend way over to open the door. It says, I literally hung my younger brother by his skivvies on a coat hook. The 80s were rough. I'm not going to read Gene Stevenson's whole song he's singing, but everybody can read it.
Come on, everybody got it.
Cutter Down Garage says 1:30 here. Yep.
Start it. It's in there. Man, I'm struck.
Kevin Smith says, I was dropped on my head.
Sorry to hear that.
Danny Boyd says, eating the lead weights out of the curtains I tore up while standing in my crib, which I destroyed. That's what I did.
That's why I had to outlaw him.
Ate the lead weights.
You're the one.
You're the one. You're the one that made that get outlawed.
Doing it for everybody. Eating all the lead paint chips. Right.
Keep the cover.
I cannot get this. I'm so glad I made you walk away, because you'd been screaming.
I would have been screaming at that. What is the problem? Oh, the bangles. I like the bangles.
So this particular little star thing.
Bangles were great. Yeah, the star. You mean torque screw?
Bedding in properly to where I can get it to actually ratchet it. Stripped, I guess.
You're dealing with people of peak lead exposure being in charge now.
Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of that, maybe.
Could be the lead paint or the mercury paint. Oh man, I played with mercury a lot when I was a kid.
That explains a few things.
Yeah, we used to take coins and rub the mercury all over and make them all shiny. Put them back in our pockets.
I'm sure that had no. Oh, Mom. There we go.
Congo, whatever it is. can't say your name properly. Can't say it at all. Starting to feel like the only one sober in this bar. I'm sober. She's sober. I don't think Dean drinks, although I don't know.
Only the drunk people are calling.
Dan's the one that likes gin. I don't think Luis drinks. Kevin says, "Are the mercurochrome Mom put on our boo-boos?" What's the deal with mercurochrome? I remember they used to put iodine on things, and then that was no, I can't do that anymore. And they put mercurochrome. So I don't know what mercurochrome was, but they used to put that stuff all over kids. But I don't know what the deal was.
All over kids.
It was supposed to be the good thing.
I don't know.
Andrew Button says, "I do not drink ever." Yeah, Andrew Button's not a drinker. Pitt says, "I don't even remember sober." Or I don't remember sober, or I don't remember like being sober.
I don't remember even when sober. If I have that problem.
Olive says, "I'm just beer sipping tonight."
Olive doing?
Patrick Sullivan says, "It stung like an SOB. Methylate." What? Mercurochrome? Oh yeah, methylate. I didn't know I had an R in it. It's methylate. I remember that stuff. Iodine is good on fire. I had my toe operated one time when I was.
I got a break.
I don't know. I was like 13 or 14, and I was awake during the whole thing. I was a local anesthetic, and they used iodine on my toe. I remember that.
I got a break.
The doctor did that. You got to break it.
Yeah.
Well, the new one's not broken, so what are you breaking though?
Still housing. Can't get to this stupid thing, so let's see if I can reach it. Lens housing busted off. Oh, bumper in the way. Come on.
Andrew Button says it had cinnabar in it, which was related to mercury, as was mercurochrome. That's the stuff we used as kids.
Yeah, the big pharma who made that stuff now, they've got people in Congress who keeps that quiet. So.
Yeah, stray bullet, a toe operation. And that guy, I wish I'd never met that doctor.
Ooh, your toe's been better.
Because he did something to my toe that never healed.
Didn't heal for
never. I'm 71 years old. That happened when I was 13 or 14. It still isn't right. The toenail with some problems. There's a fragment of toenail growing off in the side of my toe would get infected. So the pediatrician sent me over to this other guy, and he said the way he dealt with it was obviously he didn't know what he was doing. I'm still dealing with it. I mean, it's not infected anymore. But the toenails are a mess. It's horrible. Every couple of years it falls off. I wish I'd never seen that doctor. Methylate was in that small red bottle and burned like hell. I remember that. It was outlawed when we were younger, like about 50 years ago. See, and everybody, all the way through school, the methylate, when I was young, that was around. I didn't know when it was. I never knew it was outlawed. Kevin Smith says pink mercurochrome with the glass tube. Yeah, I think it was methylate was the stuff I remember. I remember the name mercurochrome, but I don't remember what. And Danny Boyd says mercurochrome on his 68 Cougar was hit it. Oh, I had chemistry set, of course. Still have a bad toe. I have a bad toenail. It grows out. It gets a space under it, falls off. And then it'll grow out. It'll be all hard as nails and kind of thick, and it'll be okay for a couple of years. And then you can't trim it, and get to the point you're trying to trim it, and it falls off again. It's just been like that for 60 years. Kevin says my ex-wife was a cougar. I knew a guy out in Yuma. There was a guy out there. He always liked the cougars. I went out with a cougar last night.
Yeah. It's mad.
He was a guy from Hawaii. In fact, I just saw him on Facebook or something and wrote him a note. The guy that liked the Cougars. Oh, I guess it came off.
Yeah.
It flew off.
The noise. Having problems here. Now I can turn it from the outside.
Oh, so it's maybe, Dan, kind of hot to enjoy scotch, I think. Maybe gin and tonic. Gin and tonic, you know, I used to like to make a real weak, big gin and tonic and put a lot of ice in it, big tall glass. And I'd have that after work in the summertime up in when I was working in Maryland. But I didn't I didn't mix them real strong. But it was good. And scotch, I had a friend out in Yuma drank scotch a lot. He bought really good, expensive stuff. One morning I was over there working, and he kept giving me drinks and drinks, and I just kind of went along with it. We were working on a project in his garage. About noontime, I'm sitting there. They had a go-kart, and I'm sitting on the go-kart, and he says to his wife, he goes, "Hey, I think we killed Buff. He goes, can you go get some burritos?" And she went and brought these giant burritos back. I ate, and then I felt a little better. But that was one of those times I am never drinking again. Oh, I was not. I was feeling it. That was scotch, and probably some good stuff. I knew this guy. He always bought like the best of everything. Let's see what it says. Thanks, Flight. It's a 62 Chevy Nova 2. The Novas, my favorite Novas really was 68 through 72. I really like those. It says my dog drank all my vodka. Oh no.
Yeah, my dog ate my homework.
It took me 30 years till I figured out gin was spiced up vodka. Man, there's a place south of here that's about an hour south of here. It's a distillery, and they make several kinds of alcohol, but they make gin that is, and I tried some of it. In fact, I bought a bottle of it. It took me a year and a half to drink a little now and then, but it was it's the best gin I ever had. Whatever their recipe is. Also, I like a single malt scotch, but it's an investment. It says when I made real money, I drank stupid scotch. Kevin says the Cougar got me everything I know. Oh, taught me everything I know. Danny Boyd says people used to ask me why I didn't move my car to the shade when I worked on it. That must be where I get my tolerance for dark liquors in hot weather. Huh. And I can't drink and work on stuff. I drank a beer one time. I was working on something on a car, like back when I was a teenager, and I reverse polarity'd something and destroyed something, and that was the last time I did that.
If you can't get the bolt out, remove the hole.
Okay, but that's the new one, right? The new one replaces that. Okay.
Yeah, that was that. What you're holding in your hand is the replacement, or is the what you're holding in the hand is this right here.
Okay.
Not that.
Yeah, it's a piece of that. It's this thing. This thing. This thing is a piece of that thing. Yeah.
I broke the front plate off and then cut it in half so I could get this stupid bolt out. We're gonna have to replace this bolt. I can't get it to spin with.
And Danny Boyd says, I never drink while working on a car. Yeah, I was doing something under the dash.
Can you see it when I put it up there? I can't see it. It's stripped
and
out.
I reverse polarity'd something and wished I had. So I just quit doing that. That's stupid.
How am I going to get this? What am I going to get to replace this?
What?
This. Can you find me a piece of replacement hardware for that?
That's broken?
Well, it's stripped. I can't can't get it to go in with the bit. It doesn't go in or out. So I got to.
What? It's too big to go in the new one?
No, the head is stripped.
Oh.
I couldn't get it out.
Okay.
It's not going to go back in.
This needs to go in in the wiring harness before we put it together. I'm going to have to see. Danny Boy says I never work on a car after drinking. We shouldn't operate them after drinking, and we probably shouldn't be working on them after drinking.
Yeah, that seems.
Yeah, okay, I got to go find parts. So you're going to have to talk amongst yourselves. Please keep it clean, at least somewhat clean. Let's see. I think I may have. Check your floors.
No. I'm getting about worn out, honestly.
We're almost finished. I mean, you got the almost. So we can either finish it tonight or finish it. I'm looking for screws, Tim.
Sorry for the low quality stream in this moment, guys. Usually we have it together, but it's tough to get anything done when we're all both staring at the screen. You guys are working.
Crawling on my foot.
Did you find something?
I'm working. I'm not there yet. I didn't give up.
Somebody's had the front end of this off at some point. Does the bumper clips them backwards? Not backwards. They're sprung. I think it's been in an accident. Oh, I'm getting worn out. It's been a day. Danny Boy says, one time I let my Topaz off the jack after a wheel bearing job in my buddy's shop parking lot. And I looked over, and there was the brake rotor sitting there on the asphalt. I got laughed at. Oh, you left the rotor off. Didn't you know? Well, of course you didn't notice. Plastic grill, no good for burgers. A lot do smoke weed, but it's illegal. It's illegal here in Tennessee. We don't smoke weed. But even if it was legal, I don't think we would smoke weed because we're just not smokers. But I don't know. Some people like their weed.
Hey, Kim.
I spend all my money on car parts.
I couldn't find another screw.
Okay.
This was an internal one. I hexed it up, and that socket fits it.
Okay. That'll work. Yeah.
Show everybody what I did.
He made it into a...
I turned it into a hex instead of an internal, and that socket fits on. Kind of a goofy fix, but it works.
9:30 seconds?
I don't know.
I can work with that.
The grinder. The grinder size.
You know, I could live with 2 out of 3, but this is good too. There you go. Never throw anything away. We can make it work.
Think that'll work?
Yeah. Clean these threads up just a little bit. I don't care. Honestly, once it goes in, I doubt I'll ever touch it again.
Till the bolt burns out.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to take the...
Oh, you don't have to take the lens off. Well, until the lens falls off.
Well, at that point, hopefully it'll be the...
Hopefully these don't fall apart like the original equipment.
Well, I mean, how long do you think the first ones lasted before they fell apart?
I don't know. These things, you see these cars around all the time without the lens.
They fall apart, yeah. But I mean, they might have lasted for 10 years. Let's hope it lasts another 10 years, and we don't...
Well, you're done. I'm going to go get water.
Mike says, it's always made me paranoid and anxious. I've never been a fan. I smoked a lot of weed when I was younger, but I had to give it up. It just wasn't good in my life. And I don't really miss it. And it was bothering me too. It did make me paranoid. I was already paranoid, but it made it worse. And yeah, I don't really need it anymore for that kind of thing. And it's illegal and it's expensive. It's like, yeah, you know, it's one of those things. It's a luxury item that some people enjoy, just like alcohol. And I don't begrudge anybody enjoying their stuff as long as they're not hurting anybody. Okay.
This way to clean grease off an engine. Drain all the coolant oil. Put a rock on the accelerator. Have it burn the grease off the block. What's doing?
I'm just changing the angle.
Changing the angle of this angle.
Instead of turning that camera on.
That camera's giving you some trouble.
Super bright, and just gonna give it a break for today.
All of a sudden she got bored with it. No hard feelings. I'm not sure what the conversation was.
Probably.
Oh, smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's just something I never did, and I'm kind of curious about it, but I'm still employed by a defense contractor, and they still call me in occasionally, and it is a federal crime, even if it isn't in state. So, I am subject to drug testing.
Oh, I never thought.
So I've just,
oh, you'll be fine.
I don't need to check it out, Ari's here, Turbo Del Campo and Kim RPM.
Hey, Ari!
I'm sitting way off the edge here now because he turned the camera, but that's okay. You can kind of see both of us.
We're doing real stuff. We got the Jeep thing.
And I gotta find me. I gotta scoot over this way and get my kind of drink, which is tonight is this stuff. Man, this stuff's pretty good. We went and bought a bunch of new little packets to put in the water. And this was one I hadn't seen before, and I bought it. Glad I did. Pretty good. How's that special bolt work, Kim? Or have you got that part?
It's great.
It's great. Okay, good.
Wonderful work.
Isn't that stupid?
Very good. I'm going to put a zip tie on this wheel speed sensor because it looks like it's come undone.
Oh, the wheel speed sensor's undone?
You know how it has a little...
Oh, once that happens, man, then nothing works.
Yeah.
We learned that the hard way. On the back.
They bounce around too much, so... I'm going to put a little... If I can find it here.
Kevin says they don't want to walk around smelling like a skunk. Man, we had a skunk around here sometimes. Man, there was a week or so, that skunk was right here, and he'd spray something right outside, and it'd come cruising into the shop through some crack somewhere. Eesh.
I remember that. We had it. He was just like standing outside, peeing on the door.
Yeah, he's spraying the door. Hey, you know what we did today? Kim actually did most of it. Although we had a little hole in the side of the building, now you have a big hole in the side of the building where we put a dryer duct. This ducts for a dryer where the air goes outside. We used one of those, and then a radiator hose with some kind of other rubber fitting. And we put it on the exhaust pipe. We can start cars in here and run them, and the exhaust goes outside. And it is so nice. Man, you missed that. But we can run in here with a car in here. It doesn't stink inside. We can breathe.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice feature. New features at the Campo. Hey, I was thinking, and you guys can comment, and I haven't mentioned it to you yet.
What's that?
So maybe it's dangerous to even bring it up. But you are Buck Del Campo, and we're on the Buck Del Campo channel.
Yeah.
I was thinking, and you guys tell me if I'm crazy or if it's a bad idea. I think that we could make it the channel name instead of Buck Del Campo, Del Campo Customs.
Then I can't do anything else. I don't know. It's already this. Mike Murphy says, I lost my CDL because of infractions in New York City. Really?
Oh, man. I'm sorry. That's awful. CDL is like a nice paycheck. Mike doesn't seem too worried about it. Yeah, skunks can be domesticated.
Skunk. Maybe they don't have skunks. Do you have skunks in Australia? Skunk can really smell bad. I mean, it's a nasty smell.
It's not the worst smell, but it's so pungent. Like, it just permeates everything. When there's a skunk around. They're so powerful. Like, you wouldn't think. Like, if you've ever been to a farm, right? And they're like cleaning up after the cows indoors, and it smells like urine, cow urine, and it's like it makes your eyes water. It's really strong. It's like that, but it's just this little animal, and it makes this smell, and it can spray the smell. I mean, it is. If you've never smelled one, it's pretty intense. Skunks smell like government.
Del Campo Customs has a good ring to it. I don't know.
Ari likes it. Or Del Campo Custom Cars. I like customs. With a Z, customs.
Oh, it's silly.
Then he's got the Z.
And then the old customs, like George Barris. Well, I heard all those old guys had to have customs with a K.
I don't like it. Well, then it's the Lamborghini K. The double K.
The back
customs. Oh, the tie-ins are real. He doesn't like it. No. Maybe it'll grow on him. Give him some time.
Start changing names and
give him time.
Then it disappears, Then I'll just like fade into.
No.
What if Uncle Tony changed his name to Uncle's Customs? Just be gone. Start all over.
No. Okay. Well, we don't have to change anything, so I was
going to say a polecat. You have polecats down under in Australia? Some folk never eat a skunk.
Skunks.
There's somebody on I was
I've
watching
never known
somebody.
anyone to eat a skunk.
Yeah, they
You could.
It was somebody. Yeah, Del Campo Customs. That would be DCK. No, we're not doing that. Very good. My Labrador rolled in some dumped oysters once that had rotted in the sun. That stench was evil, and that would probably smell worse than the skunk. The skunk has a weird.
It's not a rotten smell.
It's not a rotten smell. It's just nasty. Man, I had a big 100-pound dog. He died a couple of years ago, but he was a big Labrador Pointer mix, 100-pound dog. And I'd been in Arizona, and I came home, and he was all happy to see me, and he wasn't allowed in the bedroom. But I just driven 1,800 miles, so I was tired, and I just laid down in bed, and he come running in the bedroom. He just had to see me, and I wasn't gonna say anything to him. He jumped up on the bed, and he stretched out. He was as tall as I am. So I put my arm around him, and he's wet. I'm thinking, this dog's wet. And then I smell it. He is soaked with skunk spray.
He wasn't coming to see you. He was running away from
Oh,
the
my
skunk.
God. It's like, get off the bed. He ran outside the bedroom. He didn't know why I was mad. I went out there, and I'm like, we got to get him in the bathtub, hose him down, you know. We're washing him, and, man, the bedspread, because I just plopped down on top of the bed. Bedspread, washed it, washed all the sheets, washed all my clothes. It smells still there. Man.
Yeah, if you get skunk on you, it doesn't go away.
Kim's Custom sounds better. Kim with a K, Customs with a K. I kind of like Kim fixes things because she dives into anything.
Hey, do you want to do a quick test before I put this all back together? Make sure.
I will do a quick test before we put it back together. Let me put this somewhere where it won't contaminate something. Yeah, it dances.
Oh man, that's
Cold
like
cat.
my hand. Yep.
Okay. Put it back together enough. Oh, that looks good having a lens.
Ferret and a skunk are like in the same family. The skunk is bigger, but it's like a cat or ferret. They have a really big bushy tail. There was always you see them. You see them, not all. What about the other one? Are you for real? Turn it on. I don't see anything. What about the running lights?
Running lights on.
Well, shoot. I got nothing over here. Well, it's everything. Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me just confirm with the meter that that's what's going on. What the hell happened? This was fine before, wasn't it?
Like everything. It used to work.
It worked until it didn't. Hey. Here, just having a day.
That's what everybody says. When I was a professional mechanic working on cars every day, which was did that a lot in my life. Did it every time I didn't have airplanes to work on. I worked on cars. Everybody says the same thing. I don't understand it. It used to work. Yep. Danny Boy says skunks make great pets companions once you have them de-skinked.
Oh, that's
Stink.
right.
Yeah, and I've heard that. I've heard they make good pets, but I don't know. Very good. Australia has the animals, not many in New Zealand, and nothing dangerous. Andrew Bunt says, does anybody remember Ham's beer? Oh, the Ham's bear. I remember Ham's beer. That's my father drank when I was a kid. I remember tasting it. They were pretty cool. They would raft down that river in the ads. That's right. I remember that. I forgot about that. What's the most Luis, what is the most underrated movie from the 1960s? Jeez, I don't know. Remember Jerry Lewis, the bellboy?
Like a
What?
that the socket and the little 3-prong socket that plugs into the 4-prong socket.
It's broken.
It's not broken. It's filthy, like green.
Okay, up there, there's that cleaner, that blue can.
What happened to the little piece of sandpaper? Little black piece, square of sandpaper.
Little black sandpaper piece. Well,
maybe I should just get another one.
There's this. I don't know how good that is.
I'm just gonna take 2 minutes and stare at it.
I thought there was some sand. Yeah. Oh, nope, that's not it. We
Yeah,
got a lot of stuff here. We got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, we do.
There's such a pile of stuff.
Yeah, but it's mighty green.
It might be in the
here.
bottom. I need cough drop. I need a cough drop.
Do you know where they are?
In my pocket. Yeah, Ari, from the land of sky blue waters. I remember that so well. You're not even old enough to remember that. How do you know that? What's this pit, this creeper van? Man. Some woman came up to me in a parking lot. I was getting out of my van. She goes, "You're so creepy. Why you drive a van?"
I drove.
It's a really good truck because I had little lightweight airplane parts. I could put them in there and they don't fly out. I could lock the stuff and stuff was secure. It's 12 feet long. I could put big long stuff in there. But I'm creepy. You're so creepy.
He's so self-conscious that just any old Karen can come up and bug him.
Well, what the hell?
She's nuts.
Surprised she didn't call the
She
police.
walks up to random people and tells them they're creepy.
She walk up to random people. You're so creepy.
You're creepy. You're creepy. Well, go back to high school, weirdo. I'm not calling people creepy. That would bother me too. But to me, it's unnecessary.
I'm working on this cough drop because my throat's all of a sudden in trouble. Ari says 20th century art. Well, I don't know. It's getting further and further away.
We going out?
That's how it was in the 60s. Peace, love.
Are we?
Everybody got along.
When are we going out to visit Ari?
When are we going to go out and visit Ari?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Get in a Zed sled and go, or get in his Jeep and go, or I mean, we got a bunch of vehicles that run now.
I don't know. We could take the van out there and tow something home.
Ari says, as long as you're not parked by a middle school or something. I was parked in a big grocery store parking lot with like 300 cars in there. And I parked out a ways because it's big, and so I don't like to park right next to cars because I don't want to hit them with my doors, so I'm out a little bit. This woman's walking toward me.
Well, the part that he doesn't tell you is that he was also wearing a clown suit. He's a creepy clown in a van.
Anyway, schools are the devil. You're so creepy.
You're so creepy. Yeah.
Mike Murphy wrote free candy. One of the guys I worked with, my van was all dusty because I'd been out at the test site. It's all dusty, desert, and it's all dirt road, so there's a lot of dust on there. He takes his finger and writes free candy on the side of my van. And so I washed the van,
He
but
really gave you the business.
it's still I don't know, it might not be anymore, but for a long time you could see where it said free candy from him doing that with his finger. He apologized for it later. He goes, "Man, I thought that was a company van. I didn't know it was yours. Like it would have been okay then."
Yeah, right.
Buff was out in his mankini again. Shit, we had to wear these uniforms that didn't have any patches on them. They were tan uniforms, looked like military uniforms. They had no patches on them. People used to go like, "What are you guys?" I remember taking something to FedEx one time, some big boxes to FedEx, shipping them, and they're like 5 or 6 of us. Some guys looking at us like, "What are you guys?" Because we look kind of military, and haircuts like the military, uniforms, but no patches.
All right,
What are
I
you
need
guys?
testing.
So I said, "Oh, we take the garbage out." I says, "Okay."
I could tell you who we are, but I'd have to kill you.
No, I just went, "Oh, well, we're the guys that take the garbage out." I wasn't.
Is that your beverage?
That's my beverage.
Okay.
I was not kidding because that was one of the things we had to do at the end of the day was take our own garbage out.
I need you to test this light bulb.
Test the light bulb.
Do you want me to do it by myself? I can do it by myself.
I can do it.
No. In the Jeep. I clean the connector.
Oh,
put it back in.
Sure.
And I just want to see.
I thought you wanted to check it with a meter. A meter.
Danny boy, that's right. They hated you because you were freer than they could ever be. Lights. Those are just blinding lights for no good reason. I got a flasher now. Yep. Give me the running light test. I got our medium running light. Yeah, it's all green. Yeah, the other side's fine. Yeah, running lights. Everything's working now. Maybe let me finish putting it together. We'll do the starting thing tomorrow. I think we should probably focus on the stream and finishing up. And
watch the exhaust go outside.
He likes the new exhaust vent. That worked out good. He did a nice job.
That's so good.
He stepped up and made it go.
I didn't think the dryer duct was a good idea. You wanted to use it. We did it. It fucking worked perfect.
Ari says, I accept when driving my truck, I probably look like one of the psycho rednecks from a Rob Zombie movie. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Or is there something wrong with that? I never watched the Rob Zombie movie, I think. Might be something really, really wrong about that.
I don't know. I never see you driving your truck. I see you from inside. You never go over 35. I think that's what speed is. His speedometer goes up to 35 and stops.
Mine goes up to like 25.
Yours goes up to 25 and stops. It's these old speedometers, you know.
I don't know why it does that. I want to do a picture. Tell me how.
It says I drove a company creeper for years. I don't like creepers. I used to use creepers. My hair used to be longer before I went in the military. And I get hair wound up in a creeper wheel. That was not fun. And then the other thing is when you're working on something and you're trying to turn something or move something, and instead of the thing moving, the creeper's going all over the place. What I learned, just get an old piece of carpet or a cardboard or something. I just worked on that. I got sick of it. I just didn't like creepers anymore.
Been like fighting.
I spent more effort fighting a creeper than I did. I mean, you scoot in and out nice and easy, but yeah. Well, apparently you know, Dean, actually skunks usually aren't in a hurry to spray unless really startled or threatened. It takes time to reload, and they want to save their defense. See, I didn't know that.
Nah.
But I know something was pissing that skunk off out here. We were in here, and it was coming through. Yeah, metal building. It's going to seep through somewhere. And I don't know what was bothering it.
Once a skunk is spooked, they're really, like, if something's been attacking it, or they can be really real skittish.
Ari says I had to fix that.
What did you say?
I had to fix that thing. He's talking about his 35-mile-an-hour speedometer. He'll be going down the freeway in California with all the cars, cruising along. The speedometer says 35. Hippie Long says, I used to act like a new driver at the scales. They would guide me through and help me. Never got a ticket. Now, that's a good idea. Mike Murphy says, that did not work for me in New York City. I had a cop yell at me in New York City, and I felt like I didn't do anything wrong. I think there was a traffic signal out. He was out there directing traffic. Yeah, he stopped, then he told me to go, and I started to go. He's already yelling at me. Go! Jesus. I didn't want to burn the tires off. I just went, But I guess I didn't go quickly enough for him.
Some people just like yelling.
That's New York City,
Come on, I'm walking.
Hippie Long said, I hated Chicago, New York City, and Massachusetts. I didn't like driving through Chicago. I never liked driving through Chicago. I think that's one of the worst cities to drive through. Just always traffic jams. Oh, it's just terrible. But New York City, I don't know, it wasn't real bad. In a four-wheeler, in a car. In a truck, I wouldn't want to do that. Heaven's best, New York just sucks. Mike Murray's all around awful. Louise says, I wish I could drive a 92 Dodge Viper RT10, just like Slappy Squirrel from Animaniacs.
Nice.
You know that guy I listened to, the lawyer.
The lawyer.
Lado's Law.
Lado's Law. Yeah.
Lado's Law. He has two cars. He has three, but two of his cars. He has a Viper, an older Viper. It doesn't have a lot of miles on it. He found it and bought it, and he has a kit car that was built for him. So he didn't build the kit. It's a one of those Cobras, Ford Cobras.
Oh, nice.
And it's a really nice car, So he has two kind of hot rodish cars, and the Viper, he put the camera on top of the Viper and drove it around one day and gave everybody a good view. And then a lot of times when he drove it around, he put the camera in the passenger seat so you could see him driving it. Danny Boyd says, Steve Lato rock. You like Steve Lato? I think he was doing a live and I saw Dean Stevenson in there.
Oh, there's a...
Oh, she didn't take the jack stand out. She put the jack down. See, I put a jack stand on it because she was crawling under there with no jack stand.
I didn't even realize it was there.
Atlanta wasn't too bad to drive. The last time I drove in Atlanta, it was pouring rain so hard, I couldn't see much other than the inside of my windshield. That was not fun.
Oh,
So you got the jack stand out?
Yeah.
So this thing's ready to go. Now it's a hood slammer and a driver.
Yeah, well,
man, look at that. It looks good seeing those lenses in there.
We gotta record.
Oh yeah, we gotta record.
What we did. a little bit.
We'll do that after the live, or we'll do it tomorrow.
We're gonna do it tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow. You're beat.
Take it out for a drive.
You've been going. You had to go.
We got to test that new coil pack and make sure it doesn't throw any codes.
Yep.
Make sure it doesn't stutter going down the road.
Kevin Smith says Steve Lato is an interesting fellow.
Yeah.
He
knows
is,
some stuff about some stuff.
He is a pretty interesting guy, and I watch all his videos.
He always says the thing, and then says it, and then says it again. That's just now when you watch him, you'll see it every time. He says it 3 times.
Dean Stevens, Danny Boyd and I pack hunt with the fins, and the reason he says fins, it's not the back of a Chrysler product. That's Steve Lato is Finnish. His family's from Finland, but he's born in the U.S., but his forefathers are.
But he hasn't driven 3. I miss it.
Buddy, what's this? Where's this? I missed something.
Down to the bottom. Oh, it's already 1:20. Safety third. That's right.
Yeah. I haven't drove in 3 years. I miss it. Man, I didn't know that.
You know, there's a point in all our lives that we're going to have to say, hang up the keys and say.
What was I saying to you? Just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I said, one day I'm going to have to not drive. I said, right now, there's times I can't drive. At night, there's times my eyes aren't as good. It has to do with blood sugar levels. And there's times I just go, Kim, are you good enough to drive? She'll go, okay. And if she isn't, I just go, yeah, we'll go tomorrow.
I drove so much when I was younger.
And
it was just like automatic.
I could drive. It used to be I drove like thousands of miles and not stop and just crazy, And now it's like I can't do that anymore. And I'm okay in the daytime usually.
Fins and shocks. Pitt tells us that he would kill for an Allison transmission, but that the Eatons have unsurpassed technical support. I don't know much about the big rigs. I have something from Eaton in my 9-inch housing. I don't know what Danny would. What would he want in an Eaton in a 9-inch housing? Like a rear end ratio?
I don't know, 9 inches Ford.
Posi or something?
Ford rear end that has a bolt-in carrier. The pumpkin bolts in. It's not a cap on the back. It's a piece that bolts in. So when you take it out, the gears, it's real easy to change gear sets with a 9-inch. Or an 8-inch Ford for that.
It prefers transmissions that don't need support. Yeah, but when you're putting 1 million miles on a commercial vehicle, at some point you're going to need support. And when you've got, hundreds of thousands of dollars, those trucks cost more than a house. So when you have that much invested in it, you want to know that if you have a problem with the transmission, you'll be able to get some support.
Kevin says, Lato always says turbine instead of turbine, which drives me nuts. Well, see, I've always used the Chrysler turbine car. It was a turbine car in a turbine. I don't know. We always call them turbine engines. I don't know. There's like 2. Yeah, I mean it's.
I like how he's got the emoji for it too.
Maybe it's one of those things. I'm gonna have to look that up, see which one is preferred.
Danny Boyd says, I don't think Eaton makes a real ratcheting locker though. I've never looked deeply into it. Isn't a ratcheting locker something you'd want for off-road? See, I don't remember the difference. I know
my car does not have enough power to spin one of the wheels by itself.
Turboski. Yeah. You're on the who's the fellow from Florida who owns the racetrack?
Oh.
Got helicopters and all kinds of fast cars. What's that guy's name? He always says dual turboskis. They put all kind of turbos on cars and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They're fun to watch.
That guy got into.
You're on the
YouTube early.
channel. The names.
Yeah, I can't pull his name up right now. I can't remember anything.
It's late. It's a regional pronunciation. Oh, I see.
Beetlejuice. Cletus McFarland.
Mr. McFarland. Okay, Stray Bullet, you get 3 points.
I
Everybody knows
hardly
that
ever
guy.
watch a guy. I knew he's a car guy. I know he does a lot
Mike
of car
Murphy,
stuff.
you get 2 points.
And so I clicked on it for some reason. Here comes a Hughes 500 helicopter, lands, and he's the only one in it. He gets out, and I'm thinking, man, this guy's got helicopters. He's got airplanes. Oh, I know what happened. It was somebody crashed at his airport. I was watching it, and he goes, if you have an airport, one day this is going to happen. And they had video of it. And he was talking about the cause of the crash, and I mean, he was looking at the airplane fly by, and it's like, man, he nailed it. He knew what had happened, and I thought, this guy understands aerodynamics, and he was, and he understood, flight and aerodynamics and everything. I thought, wow, surprised me.
He's a smart guy. You
He's a
don't
smart guy.
always get too far in life unless you have some brains about you. Pit Snipe says, Bendix Eaton won the NTSB bid for a pneumatic brake system back in the mid-'70s. To this day, every truck has to follow an Eaton design, but they have 24/7 live support. It's always available with free tech data. Well, at least if everybody has it, they have support. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
But a car puncher said will spin tires on ice.
Probably.
Wait for. Oh, hopefully we don't have ice here.
We don't get that too much.
Dean Stevenson, like, what is that word? Duel, D-U-E-L, you mean like with swords? Or D-U-A-L, like with two? Or with D-E-U-L? Like,
draw your exhaust weapon, you scoundrel.
Lita says all the toys now, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That guy's got it all.
Me. The guy was just really, really sharp when it comes to aerodynamics. Lita says a flying family. Kevin Smith, loud exhaust ain't fun for us old parts. You know what? I have really come to like quieter exhaust systems. And some of it is just, it sounds cool to have loud exhaust systems, but it attracts attention that I don't always want. Usually that's the police or some neighbor that's going to complain. I don't want my neighbors complaining. That's never fun. Luis says, I had a 68 Nova from Hot Wheels. That is a cool car. 68 Nova. Man, I like those. I didn't like them when they were new. But, I don't know, 10 years later when I had one, I had a 69, same basic thing. Really liked that car.
I want to put like a cork basically thing, like a Y pipe that goes to an open exhaust that you can cork for my dart. So when I want to run it hard, I can open it up.
So the slant six will go. Or it'll go.
The slant six has a really distinctive tap 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 noise. It's really loud.
6-cylinder is like.
No.
Or.
Make fun of my slant.
My car sounds good when you walk behind it. It has a little bit of that's quiet.
Sounds like it's underwater. My mini bike has this really funny sound. It sounds like not Whitney, but what was the old school? I don't know. It just goes pop 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 pop. It's real silly.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We've been on here 3.5 hours. We're gonna wrap it up.
We did finish the lighting though.
She had a long day.
That side was supposed to be
not only the lighting's finished, but the engine runs right. We've got a reusable car again. I think we'll just check to make sure we drive it, but I think everything's good.
We've had a lot of good people stop in
and
hang out.
And we had a good time in here tonight.
Anybody who had an advertisement and they mentioned it in chat, even if I didn't see it, you get 2 points for each time you did that. Not 2 points for each ad, but 2 points for each time you told us about an ad that you got. We didn't see it, sorry. We usually do award those points, so make sure you keep track of your points. And
my car kind of likes the sound of a flathead. Man, those engines were kind of going out when I was getting my license, but there were still people running them. And now, of course, there's a whole cult of people running them.
And if you guys are still here, there's 27 of you, 26 of you, 25 of you. Oh, it's before it's gone. Okay. Anybody who's still here, you get 3 points for sticking around till the end. We are going to do videos tomorrow, but no live stream.
Yeah, we won't be on here. We'll just be working on videos that we'll put up on.
Yeah. But we'll always, as you know, we're on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Time. We're in the studio, and we'll have our green screen. What's our topic? Tuesday night. You're on the spot. What is it?
We're going to look at cars for sale on.
Cars for sale. Cars that are actually for sale that you're interested in.
So she always wanted to do this. Go on Marketplace and look at stuff.
People might send me links or pictures.
I went in my email and I saw this big long list from Buddy Carfano of stuff for sale.
Thank you.
So I didn't open them yet. I was looking for something else. But anyway, Patrick Sullivan said
Wagons is not this week.
Wagons is the weekend after that.
Is it?
I think so. No, I'm not for sure.
I got a list. We'll have to look.
She's got a list.
But
well, Buddy Carfano, is that correct? It's cars for sale this time? He's going to know better than I do. What price? Okay, this is what you do with Mexican Spec. And I know some of you don't like Instagram, but if you go to Instagram, I bet he has 100 cars listed in there, and every one of them has prices.
Do they all?
Yes.
Okay, check
them
out on Instagram.
He might have one that doesn't, but
check them out on Instagram.
I have never seen one that doesn't.
It's Mexico. You got to haggle a little bit. But don't bother him about prices if you're not serious on buying.
The good thing about Mexican Spec is his prices are up there, like with American prices, but he delivers the border, he makes sure the paperwork's straight, and anything wrong with the car, he'll take care of it because he's got to drive it, 800 or 900 kilometers to get it to the border. So, he fixes his stuff before you get it. So, and if the car's a piece of crap, he'll tell you, and this isn't good enough to sell to you, I'll find you another one. So.
Yeah, he's brokering the cars, but he's also he's not just a middleman. He's
for a shower until Boxing Day. You know what Boxing Day is?
I forget.
It's like Christmas.
All right.
But I think
Boxing Day.
Day before, day after, yeah.
Each car is rust-free. He still makes sure that if there is some type of issue, he's going to tell you about it. He does pre-sale inspections.
I've always said Instagram sucks because they won't let you see it unless you sign up. I ain't signing up. I don't know. I signed up. They don't bother me.
I did it so long ago, I don't even know.
I don't know what the problem is
I get
for signing up. But about all I look at, well, my son puts stuff on Instagram, so I noticed that. But the only thing I use it for really is looking at Mexican Spec stuff. Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm sore. Guys, I'm exhausted.
Just say no to Instagram. So more. I don't know what the.
I have an Instagram account, but I don't do the whole Instagram thing.
I don't really participate much in it.
We're supposed to do all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook.
Well, maybe we can do Instagram and just show it on the green screen, so people don't have to log into it. Maybe. We'll just show his Instagram.
We have done that in the past, but Mexican Spec's been sending us pictures for quite some time, so we usually just do that.
Mexican Spec should ship real Mexican food up here too. You know what he does? He has a business too where he sells all the taillight lenses and turn signal lenses and side marker lights and all that kind of stuff for older cars. So he does that too.
Yeah,
okay, Hippie Long's taking off. He says good night. We got to get out of here.
Everybody's taking off. Guys, thank you so much.
Oh, and Andrick just got here. Man. Sorry, man. We've been here 3.5 hours.
We'll see you Tuesday.
We're here Tuesday night. Yep. Tuesday
all
night
right, guys.
7 Central.
Don't be too much trouble.